following is a presentation of the Pontywood Sports Network.
Welcome to the Wright Chrysler Dodge Ram pregame show. Just like the big game, you have to be prepared. And the same holds true when it comes to buying your next vehicle. So be prepared by going to WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com. That way you're ready to go when you hit the lot. Now it's time for us to get you ready for the big game. The Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram pregame show starts now.
Good evening, Rough Rider fans. Welcome to Jim Swink Field in Eagles Stadium, the home of the Rusk Eagles. And, Counselor, welcome to the last Friday night of the 2025 season.
How about that?
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, we were trying to figure out all the new equipment up in the press box center while the Riders played Pine Tree and then August scrimmage.
Yes, I think that was actually 3 weeks ago. But the hilly road of our seasons traveled is in the rearview mirror now, complete with its 2-0 start, then its 4-game losing streak, and its 2-1 rebound in district play. A win tonight takes center to 5-5 overall, 3-2 in district, along with a fourth consecutive trip to the playoffs as the number 3 seed. We asked Coach Brown to reflect on this season.
We'll do that in just a second, Chris.
Okay,
Chris
yeah. We'll hold up because this is worth doing.
Well, I mean, I think the biggest thing is that we've seen growth and we've seen improvement. I mean, I know, overall record and things like that, obviously that's going to be the first thing that people look to because that's the easiest thing to look at. But so that's kind of been our goal now, is not worry about the past. We can't fix it. We can't change it. We can just keep getting better to not repeat it.
So here we go. Over the next 25 minutes, JBA Financial brings us a preview of the game from Coach Brown. Campbell's Portable Buildings brings us a very important look, Mr. Wallington, at the playoff picture as it's almost ready to develop and print and hang it up in a frame. Gaddy's Medical Supply will take us down to the field where Chris Wallington will hustle across the field, talk to our cheerleader of the night, and Center Motor Company lets us ride in the neutral zone for a talk with senior Decaden Cooks.
We'll get you ready for the game in about 60 seconds. It's the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show here on YouTube with the Northeast Texas Sports Network. It's the Rough Riders and the Eagles as the district schedule concludes. We'll get you ready next.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your car deal when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
Over the years, most of us have collected a lot of stuff, but where is all that stuff? Down home. So when it starts piling up, you go with Down Home Storage, climate-controlled place for your down home stuff.
NETSN and Pontywood Sports Network say thank you to the sponsors who back the Riders all year long. Ace Hardware is the place. Center Tire, always tops and tires, now expanding their service.
And Covington Lumber, your third-generation supply store and lumberyard.
Here you go, everybody. It's time for the pregame brief here early in the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show, and we have the counselor to do that. But your question was you're looking for a word.
Well,
and we have
we have the colonel here, and he and I are going to discuss it as the game goes on.
Okay.
But we'll come back to that. With my pregame brief tonight is going to be, we were talking on the drive up here that this game has meaning for both teams.
Yes.
Right? I mean, if Rusk were to defeat us this evening, then that would knock us down to the 4 spot, we believe.
Yes.
Am I stealing your thunder?
No, I mean that's the important part.
But I don't want to take away from Campbell's Portable Buildings.
Yeah, that's okay.
They got all kinds of cool stuff.
A whole new different group will be there.
Oh, true. But anyway, the point is the Rusk is still in it.
Yeah.
And Rusk doesn't need that motivation. Rusk plays us tough every year.
Sometimes they are clearly the better team, and we play them hard. And it's the vice versa. So, yeah.
I remember like 3 years ago, we came in here, we were looking to, maybe even challenge for the district championship. And we come in here and we lose to Rusk. And we were all like, how did that happen? Because you got to study your history. because history will repeat itself, and Rusk always plays us tough. Right, and we play them tough. But I just think about the years where we should win easily, and we've lost some of those, and then we have some tight games.
Yeah, now, there are a lot of those. Most of those are interesting in the fourth quarter, and that's just the way it is, and that's the pregame brief.
Yes.
Our injury report is really an injury question. How healthy will number 22 be? He was injured in the game last week. He is, as far as we know, suited up and ready to play, but how effective will that play be will be the big question. So we'll certainly keep him in mind, and we'll be watching him.
Right. Apparently here in Rusk, they had a teacher that passed away. We're going to get her name from everybody. They're doing a long tribute to her here. Folks telling stories.
Yeah,
I believe he just said Carleen Clayton.
Miss Clayton. That's right. You can get the camera down there on the fellow that's talking. He said he's a teacher. I'm thinking he might also be a minister.
Being reunited with her in glory one day. Let's go to the Lord in prayer, and then we'll have the presentation of our flag. Heavenly Father, I come to you this evening.
Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with the primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading Deep East Texas care provider, recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family.
The team at McAdams Propane is committed to fueling generations of East Texans, and the work Billy Bob and Lisa McAdams started is growing under Josh's leadership. What began in Center has grown into Livingston and Marshall, Henderson and Carthage. For propane, it's McAdams.
Everybody, welcome back. The tribute's finished up. Now it's time for our Coach Talk, brought to you by JBA Financial, where Chris Wallington sat down and talked to Coach Nick Brown about this game.
We find ourselves at week 10, and that's hard to believe.
Yeah, it is. It's flown by for sure.
Tell me about your thoughts on the year to this point.
Well, I mean, I think the biggest thing is that we've seen growth and we've seen improvement. I mean, I know, overall record and things like that, obviously that's going to be the first thing that people look to because that's the easiest thing to look at. But so that's kind of been our goal now, is not worry about the past. We can't fix it. We can't change it. We can just keep getting better to not repeat it.
What about Rusk? This has not been a banner eagle year, but you still have to take care of them. What are you facing?
Right. I mean, and they're in a very similar boat as us. They got a first-year new head coach, and they are kind of learning the ins and outs of their program as well. They changed offenses a couple of weeks ago and went from being a spread, kind of run the ball, throw the ball, kind of spread and run and shoot type offense, to now they are under center, split back veer, very physical, tough to defend offense. And so you can tell even though their record doesn't reflect, how really talented they are, they're a dangerous team, especially with this style of offense. Very similar to Spring Hill. They've got lots of athletes they can get the ball to, and they do it in an unorthodox way that you just plainly don't see a lot. But they're going to be physical, they're going to be determined, and in their case, and this is what we've been telling our kids all week, they're fighting for a playoff spot. And it's crazy stuff, and that's what you want.
Sure.
You want that. That's a whole beauty of Texas high school football, is every game matters, and we've been preaching that to our kids, and they've had a great week of practice. They've been focused, and that's never lacked throughout the year.
Sweet. Well, thank you. We'll talk to you post-game. JBA Financial Services brings you Coach Talk, and there's a reason for that. John Black knows that when you're preparing for an important game, you need a plan, and they'd like to be a part of the details, the X's and O's of that plan. He's put together a good team, a coaching staff that would help you and your family get where they want to go. At JBA Financial Services, they're working to secure your family's future.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your car deal when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
Everybody, welcome back. So, Daddy's Medical Supply, Cheerleader Spotlight. You see Chris Wallington there. We give him the spotlight. Chris Wallington, take it away, sir.
As you will see for tonight's contest, there are several organizations from Rusk High School selling Eagle merchandise. Taffy is doing a face painting. The painting faces for only $2 for tonight's football game, and hand prints for $5 for both games. Support our Rusk ISD future educators and come down and get your face painted. The Taffy members will be painting faces for the third quarter of tonight's game. Good evening and welcome to this football game between the Center Rough Riders and the Rusk Eagles. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the University Interscholastic League. Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, all of the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence. We ask that as a spectator you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches, and athletes have put forth. Cheer these young athletes and applaud them, but do not, through any of your actions, cause them to doubt the value of athletics. By your conduct, allow these young people to feel pride in their communities and schools, while your sportsmanlike actions may play only a small part in the outcome of this game.
All right, everybody, that's Gaddy's Medical Supply brings us our Cheerleader Spotlight. And we're going to hear from Gaddy's Medical along with Joe's Car Spy. When we come back, it'll be the Neutral Zone brought to you by Center Motor Company. Live here, pregame show, Wright Chrysler, Center Rough Riders versus the Rusk Eagles.
Gaddy's Medical Supply. It's your one-stop shop for the supplies and the equipment that you need as you go along your recovery. Their compassionate and knowledgeable staff is there to help you as you get better. Gaddy's Medical Supply.
Hey, y'all got a dirty truck.
Well, then take it to Joe's Car Spa for a spa day.
At Joe's, they make them shine.
And they're standing by to work with the community.
They was elected best of Shelby County this year, and it's called Joe's, but it probably ought to be called Reed, since Reed Grant owns it.
So, Billy Don, when it's time for your car or truck to have a spa day, where do you take it?
I don't know where.
All right, everybody, welcome back. This is the Wright Chrysler pregame show. Up next is the Neutral Zone, which is brought to you by Center Motor Company. They bring us our player of the game and our talk with the players. Tonight, Chris Wallington went into the Neutral Zone and talked to the Caden Cooks about his career here in Center and other places.
Okay, to Caden Cooks, this is your last regular season game. How many years have you been playing varsity ball?
4 years.
Four of them. Your freshman year, you were on the varsity. Man, I lose track of that. Well, any thoughts about, this is, even if you go deep into the playoffs, this is the end of the road for you. Any thoughts on that?
I mean, I just want to win it all.
Okay. Just play as long as you can. What are your What are you thinking about after high school? Will you be playing a sport, you think?
Yes, I should be. Well, I want to, but I'm a major in business.
Okay.
I want to play sports.
All right, that makes sense. When you look back on your 4 years, is there a high point?
What do you mean?
Like the game or the play or the season that you're most likely to tell your kids about and that you'll remember at the 30th reunion?
Probably second round my sophomore year.
Okay, why? Tell me about that.
It was a tough game. It was a tough team. We came out slow, but then we beat them. We overcame adversity and we beat them.
That's awesome. Yeah. Who was the opponent?
Dawson.
Okay. Well, good memory and good luck to you. I hope you go a long way this season.
Yes, sir.
When you think Center Motor Company, Billy Don, what do you think?
Trucks, and more trucks.
They have pre-owned vehicles.
Yep, and a lot of them's are trucks from all brands, makes, and models. But the Ford trucks, man, they got a fleet of them.
Yes, they do.
Come on down to the corner of Hutcherson and Hurst, Center Motor.
What's that old State Farm slogan, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there? Well, that could not be a better description than Chris Mayfield of Mayfield State Farm. Since he came to town close to 20 years ago now, he has been the quintessential good neighbor. It's the same thing true of his insurance agency, Chris Mayfield State Farm.
Everybody, welcome back. It's the Wright Chrysler pregame show, and now it's time to put in a call on the Bowles Feed teleline to try to get up with the Blimp with Captain Jay Matney. Let's see if we can make that happen.
Yeah, see if he's in range. Not always possible.
That's a short trip to Rusk, but
your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Oh.
The person.
He said, okay. He said, give me 1 second. Oh, he's texting me, almost in range.
Oh, okay, good. We have some time, or do we want to talk about?
Yeah, we can do the other first.
Are we talking about Ken Bowles?
Yeah.
Bowles Feed.
Please do.
I mean, you can go there for, like I said, one of the most important things I do is I get my shoes repaired there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So drop off your shoes.
How about that?
And they magically come back. I just don't know if Ken sits in the back with a little cobbler thing and fixes them up or how it
he
works.
says he sends them off. I don't know who his guy is or his.
I know exactly where they go.
Oh, really? Where do they go?
Don't burst my bubble. I'll just see Ken back there working with a little
I would
little
encourage
hammer.
you to follow your shoes one time and go there. It's right off the square in Marshall. There's a little shop right there that
Really?
they go to. Yes, and directly across the street is the Pizzeria. It's a nice little place.
True.
Pizzeria is Ken's Cobbler.
That's
Right.
it, Ken's Cobbler.
Therefore, it's your cobbler.
Well, the good news is you don't have to go all the way to Marshall. You can drop them off at
You
Bowles
can drop them off
Feed.
at Bowles Feed, man.
Yeah.
And buy Gorilla Glue while you're there.
Yeah.
Or something for your horse.
Exactly.
If you need it outside, Ken's got it.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
They got those gates. They got all kinds of equipment. If you're a farmer, you know what it's used for.
That's right. And that's where you go. And it's been the Blimp sponsor has been financing it and making sure that it works for most of the last 20 years.
Yeah, I bet. I know Ken donated those cow guards on the front of the Blimp that we've got.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was a donation.
Yeah.
And some people said that we didn't need them. They've come in handy several times.
We just never, when we're taking off from the secret location, it's not really cows, but it's deer. You got to watch out for.
Exactly. Wildlife like that.
Oh, I wonder if Coach Prime's here. They're playing his theme music.
Oh, they are.
That's, by the way, the Colonel, Matt Gregory, who's with us today. How's it going, Matt?
Right.
They were grooving right along, man.
Last week.
Loaned to us by the Center Independent School District and Camp Uwani where?
A better youth horizon, the fun never said.
There you go.
Well, let's go ahead and do the area roundup brought to you by Campbell's Portable Buildings while the Blimp gets out of the dead zone and we can talk to them. Carthage is the district leader, the state number 1. They are at Brownsboro tonight, and they're picked by 51. But Brownsboro doesn't have to beat Carthage. They just have to hope we beat Rusk. So the Bears are big Rough Rider fans tonight. They'll be the 4th seed in the playoffs. Athens takes on Bullard. They're 50-point favorites. But if Bullard were to win and Brownsboro and Rusk loses, Bullard would be in the playoffs. So everybody's playing for the playoffs tonight here in the last week. Rusk, 24-point underdogs. If they were to pull off the upset, they'd go to the playoffs. So that's what it looks like in our district. In the District 7, where it was real confusing, it's actually cleared up more clearly now here at the end. It looks like Center's going to play Van.
Assuming we take care of business.
If we go to the playoffs, we're going to play Van. And it looks like Gilmer will play Athens. Pittsburgh gets to go and face Carthage. That's what it looks like now over in District 7.
I think we're in for sure, Chris.
Yes.
It's
Yeah, we're
just
in.
a matter of where and who.
That's right. That's right. And if we were to lose, then we would get to go play Pleasant Grove as
Right.
the 4th seed. Yeah, you're right. We've clinched the playoffs. Thank you. That's right. And then there's the county district, which is just all sorts of fun. St. Augustine plays Timpson tonight, and I think they're going to be the district champion, win or lose. Timpson has a backdoor chance, I think, to get in if they win by a lot of points, but I'm not even sure about that. It looks like Timpson, state champions 2 or 3 years ago, will be out of the playoffs. Joaquin is at Garrison, and Garrison and Joaquin are battling for the they battled last night, I think, for the second and third
They
seed.
did.
Yeah.
They did.
And then
Garrison won.
Yeah, okay. And Shelbyville's got to take care of Hemphill tonight, and they'll be the 4th seed. So that's what it looks like across the county now. Let's see if we can get a hold of the Blimp now. I think he's probably in range. We'll see, though. You never know.
Hello there.
Hey, Captain. I understand you were going through a shower up there.
Yes, I was. A big old rainstorm.
Yeah, where
lost service.
You are somewhere, I assume, between College Station and Rusk. Was it a bad storm, or is it just a quick shower?
No, just a light drizzle, but I had to make sure we were still maintaining course.
Right. Now I've gone over some of the matchups and what they mean, but what are some of the scores that you're going to be following?
Yeah, so last night we had Garrison and Joaquin.
Right.
Garrison won 21-12.
21-12. Okay.
Yes, sir. And then we have 2 games currently underway. Pleasant Grove is leading the Van Vandals 7-0.
Okay.
And Spring Hill is down to Pittsburgh by a score of 7-0.
Okay.
Both those games are about halfway done with the first quarter.
Good deal.
A lot of football left.
Yeah, 7 o'clock kickoffs.
Mm-hmm. And then we have for the 7:30 games, we have Carthage taking on Brownsboro, St. Augustine taking on Timpson,
right?
Shelbyville taking on Hemphill,
right?
And lastly, Bullard versus Athens.
Okay.
So should be some good games tonight.
Well, send me a text here in a little while when we get close to our first quarter, and I'll share some scores at halftime. We'll lean on you on the halftime scoreboard. All right?
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
Super. Be careful up there.
Thank you, sir.
Jay Matney in the Bowles Feed Blimp for the Batters Law Firm. Pregame score plan. Campbell's Portable Buildings is where you go for storage, where you go for extra space, where you go for an office or a place to put the kids when they're too loud. That's Campbell's Portable Buildings. We'll hear from them, and we'll wrap up the Right Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show after this.
Hey, Pug, come with me to Campbell Portable Buildings. You'd be surprised the variety of buildings you'll see. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm not going with you to a portable building store. If I go there, I'm going to see buildings that are portable. Well, sure, but those portable buildings can be turned into permanent elegance. They come in all sizes, shapes, and purposes, from storage to a beautiful dining or office space. Oh, yeah, Campbell's. Yeah, I knew that.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your car deal when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
One of the things that Scott Watson was passionate about was staying up to date. He wanted his facility to be comfortable, but not comfortable like you remembered it growing up. From the lobby to the spacious and modern chapel, Watson & Sons never stops getting better. The Watsons, their family serving yours.
Well, thank you, everybody, for being with us here in Rusk, Texas. The Rough Riders and the Eagles wrap up the regular season with playoff implications on the line. We thank our pregame sponsors, Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep, for sponsoring the show. Center Glass, Hope Medical for the injury report. Thank you, Hope Medical. Gaddy's Medical Supply for the cheerleaders. JBA Financial for the coach. Campbell Portable Buildings for the area roundup. Bowles Feed with the Blimp. And Ray Jones Chevrolet, who in just a moment we will hear the keys to the game from Ray Jones. Counselor.
All right, well, that's it, folks. That's going to wrap up the Wright Chrysler pregame show here in the final week of the regular season. When we come back, it will be kickoff time here next.
Diamond B Cafe on the corner of Tenaha and Timpson is open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. until 8 p.m. and on the Lord's Day Sunday, 7 until 2. Diamond B Cafe was voted the best breakfast in Shelby County, and that breakfast or dinner menu is available anytime that they're open. So stop on by Diamond B Cafe and visit the Brandons on the corner of Tenaha and Timpson in Center.
Welcome to the Wright Chrysler Dodge Ram pregame show. Just like the big game, you have to be prepared. And the same holds true when it comes to buying your next vehicle. So be prepared by going to WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com. That way you're ready to go when you hit the lot. Now it's time for us to get you ready for the big game. The Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram pregame show starts now.
Good evening, Rough Rider fans, and welcome to the end of the road for the Rough Riders regular season schedule. It's been a pleasure to have very good seats for each one of those games and for every one of them. The counselor, Stephen Shires, has been seated directly to my right. Counselor, it's been an up and down season. What do the Riders need tonight?
Well, see what? They need a win, baby.
Okay. All right, I see that.
Just win. And they need it partly for the mathematics. A loss tonight drops, I guess Rush drops center to the 4th seed in an appointment with Pleasant Grove. You said number 3. I thought they're number 2 in mine.
Okay, yeah, real good.
That's right. But even more than that, what they need here against the Eagles is a statement game.
Agreed, and not so much a statement for others in the region to hear, right?
Exactly. Tonight, Center needs to start strong, just to prove to themselves that they can do that. When they move the ball and get that Ray Jones first down on the Eagle 18-yard line, they need to prove to themselves that they can finish that drive with a score.
Yeah, a statement made by the Rough Riders and to be understood by the Rough Riders. What could happen if this is a statement game? What could happen afterwards? We asked Nick Brown that very thing.
Like I told our kids, we have an opportunity tonight. We've clinched playoffs. That's always goal one. You want to get in. That's the biggest. The first goal is just get in. Have an opportunity tonight to shore up the 3rd seed and finish district play 3-2. And then you never know what's going to happen in the playoffs.
That's right. So that's what Coach Brown has to say, but he's just the coach. I mean, counselor here in the booth with us is Matt Gregory. He's a colonel. Mr. Gregory, what are the Ray Jones Chevrolet keys to the game for the Rough Riders tonight here in Rusk?
Well, an important thing happened while Coach Brown was speaking. The coin toss occurred, and the Rusk Eagles won deferred, so we will have the ball. Right. So let's look at the Rough Rider keys to the offense. Protect the investment like we talked about last week. Yep. Every possession has to be treated like a bar of gold. Best fundamentals, finish blocks, catch the ball, protect the investment, take care of the football. One play at a time, play snap to whistle, full speed. Defensive keys to the game. Good run fits. This team's going to pose a lot of challenges in the running game. Don't get lost. Don't get lost on your keys or your man, because that's what they hope to do, lull you to sleep and throw one over your head. And tackle. Be the best tackling team on the field. Those are the Rough Rider keys of the game.
Thank you, Colonel, and that should do it, everyone. Thank you for joining PSPN. That's the Piney Woods Sports Network via NETSN here on YouTube. Count, they're lining up for the kickoff as we speak. I'm going to hand it over to the counselor.
Yes, it's the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff.
Yep, that's the one.
And so here we go. They're going to fake the onside. We've seen that sometimes. And now they're going to onside kick it. Actually, onside kick it. But it's fielded. Get it back to right about the 46-yard line, which is where the Rough Riders will take over.
Excellent starting field position for the Riders. Let's take care of this possession.
That's right.
Let's start them off playing from behind.
That's right. We want a good dose of the bludgeoning that we get from Blueford. We're going to see if we can get that, and then draw them in the box, and then hit Cooks deep. So here the riders come out, and it's going to be Blueford in the pistol formation, 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. And it's going to be a snap that was a little off. Wolf is going to take it, and he's going to matriculate for about a yard and a half.
Yeah, a little 11 personnel there. 1 back, 1 tight end. Errant snap there, and Easton did best he could with it.
Yep. It's going to set up 2nd down and 8 for the Rough Riders. Getting the play call in. Looks like this time we're going to put 2.
So we got tight end trips to the right. You got a tight end up there.
Okay, there we go. This time we're going to get to Blueford, and he's going to bounce around, and he's going to get away. So he gets met after about a yard, maybe a little more. He bounces off and then gets outside and is going to pick up about 6 on the play.
How does he do it? That was a
Keeps his legs going. Keeps his pads in front of him and his legs going.
So it sets up, well, it's a little, went out of bounds, but look, 3rd down about 4, we'll say.
Need to convert here, Counselor.
Yep.
Here we go. A little power counter to the left.
And he is met by
tons of penetration in the backfield.
Yeah, the Rusk defensive line is much smaller than what we've been kind of used to, but they're very fast. And it seems like that's what they do year in and year out. So it's not what we wanted, Colonel, which is going to be a punt.
That's right. That's right. One of the keys of the game, block, snap to whistle. Best fundamentals. Got to stay maintained with our eyes up. Pick up that run through.
Josiah Givens was the primary tackler there, the one that met him in the middle for Rusk.
So here we go in a punt formation. We're going to get off. It's a nice punt. It's going to hit, and it's going to take a rider bounce. It's going to keep kind of drifting down to right at the 15-yard line, which is where the Eagles will take over. So going back to your keys to the defense, Colonel.
That's it.
Tell me about it.
Got to have good run fits here. They're going to be, you're going to watch these offensive linemen have in a 4-point stance. They're going to be in a kind of a pro set, an old school pro set that's split backs with a tight end, and they may go tight end trips. They may go tight end doubles, but they're going to try. They're primarily going to run the ball, and they're going to try to get you lost, fitting on the run and try throwing over your head.
So here come the Eagles with their first possession. Full house backfield here.
They're going to go power eye on us.
Yep. They're going to do
tall sweep.
Tall sweep to the right.
Had us outflanked by alignment.
Yep. And it's going to be a 15-yard pickup. Talk about what you mean by they outflanked us by alignment.
That means they had more people out there than we did.
Right.
And they brought a lot of power to the perimeter there, and we had a lot inside.
Right. That's not an unbalanced line.
Not at all. That's tight end with a power eye, and they just toss it to the power back side. When you have a power eye like that, that offset back is a power back.
Sure.
And
going to be a
bad on the snap.
And looks like Rusk can get it back, but it's going to set them behind the sticks here on 2nd down and 10. But that's the first time I think we've seen in a while. We've seen the power eye full house backfield.
It is not a bad idea against us either.
And in the beginning of the year, they were a spread team.
Really?
But about halfway through, Coach Welch realized we really don't have the personnel.
Right.
So this is a whole new look that they're perfecting on the fly.
They're going to be power to the boundary again. I bet they try to do the same play. Yep. They're going to run option.
Yeah, it was an option play. Radney was able to.
He took the first threat, which was the back, and the backside pursuit got there when he pulled it.
Still got a few yards on that play, more than I thought they were going to. They got about 3.
This is a tough spot for them to be in, 3rd and 6.
Yeah.
Frankly, I just go back to that toss sweep.
Yeah.
We haven't done much from an alignment standpoint to adjust to it.
Right. And right to the field, right to the wide side. But it's a single back. No, it's still power eye. Never mind.
There you go, bootlegging out. He was under heavy pressure. We got to make the tackle.
Enough for
That's what I'm talking about.
Down, yeah.
We get lost and we get 4 or 5 steps behind. 4 or 5 steps behind.
Yep, so far, Rusk offense looking crisp. Was they able to get 2 first downs here to, if at the very least, shift field position.
That was Kaiserion Teague, by the way. Good name, the receiver on that.
Good news is some of this stuff can be taken care of by adjustment.
Oh, absolutely. Now here comes that tall sweep.
Yep, back to the field.
Oh, there's a hole.
Yeah, significant.
That's
There's a flag.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looked like a Broad Street mugging. Everybody saw it, you know.
Yeah, you can't do that if you're. That's the one thing. If you're out there, right there on the. I mean, it was a. I don't think it was unnecessary.
No,
I think he had Cooks. He had him locked up, and
maybe unnecessary, maybe not, but it is against the rules. And this puts a team like Rusk, who wants to possess the football and stay ahead of the sticks in a difficult situation, because now they're going to start with a 10-yard disadvantage.
Yeah. Well behind the sticks.
Yeah.
But I thought that they had Cooks, the corner. They had him pretty much kicked out, and then
well, he was trying to shed and get back underneath.
Yeah, but I think it would have been too late, I guess is my point. But
maybe.
Regardless, it was a penalty, and they are now in first down and
same set
20.
though.
Yep.
Option
play.
You can give it to the first man through. He's going to get about 5.
Radney on the stop. Who's number 10, Chris Wallington?
For Rusk, Kaiserion Teague.
So that's Teague. Teague is going to be their halfback. It's the second play, good play made by Radney here on this. He's done a good job of tackling the first option. In a minute, Colonel, we'll get you to talk about the option play.
Sure, that's a midline play, and they're leaving him on block. So his responsibility is first threat, which would be that fullback. Here's toss the other side.
Oh, they got it blocked up.
They said we got perimeter issues. We got to adjust. We've got to adjust.
Yep. So that's going to move the chains, and Rusk gets into Rough Rider territory. They're going to be 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
Instead of blocking our interior front, they're choosing to block our perimeter.
Right.
And right now they have the advantage there.
Yes. Well, Russ breaks the huddle, and once again they get in.
There's that power eye again. Back to the left-hand side. Fake toss. Here comes pressure, and there it goes. Colonel in there with some pressure. That's the general,
General Grant.
General Grant on the stop.
Sack number 1. Again, they're going to lose a
and
good 10 yards.
They had a man deep, but he didn't even get a chance to get around and get his feet set. That's kind of how, when they try to do that, okay, now we got a 2nd and 10.
So let's talk about number 15 for a second. Did I hear senior night he's going to Oklahoma State?
That's the plan right now, yes, sir.
And, what's he going to study?
Business. Business and marketing.
So here we go, 2nd down and long.
Little stun inside.
Another problem with the ball, wasn't it?
Yep, it was a stun inside. We had plenty of people seeing it. Same young man as before with 2 other buddies.
That's right. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and very long.
Quincy Simmons and Jace Radney.
That's right.
There we go. We got a 3rd and long. It's a good situation for the Rough Rider defense here.
Right. I couldn't tell if that was a bad snap or if we just made, or it was okay, but we just disrupted the play before it really got started.
You know, we had a coach in college, his defensive line coach. His name was Kerry Lachlan. He was from Rockdale, Texas, and he said the best pass coverage is a quarterback on his hind parts.
That's exactly right.
So,
well, the New York Giants won 2 Super Bowls that way against the unbeatable.
Yeah, they did.
Team. All right, here they go. They're going to straight drop back.
Pressure, hard pressure. He's rolling. We're going to hem him up, and he's going to throw that clear out of bounds. He was under pressure from the get-go.
Yep. Russ seems to be able to block up that perimeter run play, but
the penalties, and then the
sack.
Like I said earlier, don't get lost on that stuff. And they tried to do a little play action, and he turned around, set his feet, and he had a Rough Rider in his face.
So that's going to set up 4th down, and probably right at 20 yards.
Yep.
Oh, almost got a block.
Yeah, I think
there.
I heard a tip.
Yeah.
We need to field that. We need to field that.
It's not going to hurt us because it's going to go sideways rather than
right.
But it could have gone. That could have been one that got downed inside the 5.
Right.
This is what
I'd like to see us come up field though.
This is what Coach Brown said about what he wanted the offense to do today.
It's a goal for us tonight to build off what we do well. We run the football well. We throw the ball well intermediately when we need to. And I think that's the biggest thing tonight is just making sure that we're consistent with that and that we understand our strengths as a team and build on those.
And not quite didn't meet those goals on the first drive. Here we go with drive number 2.
So the Rough Riders are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory, just outside the 10-yard line. Riders with 2 receivers to the left. I'm going to hand it off to – oh, here we go. Bluford almost got free. He's still going, and he's brought down.
Well, we had a tight end on that play, I think 35.
Right.
And he released out to the perimeter and just kind of watched Rusk Eagle run by him. If he makes that block,
that's a touchdown.
Bluford's gone.
Right, Bluford's almost gone anyway. That was almost fight song.
Yep.
So, but the first Ray Jones Chevrolet first down of the day.
You're going to hand it off to Bluford again.
Try it again.
And he's going to be stopped this time.
Number 4, Trenton Pepin, the linebacker, on primarily on the stop.
So bring up 2nd down and 10. No gain on that play. I'll throw it here.
Good
nice
catch. Good job.
Right. So
it's an excellent job by Cameron Johnson coming back and getting that ball.
Yeah. Well, a deep out route, run very well. Like you said, who is 17?
That's Cameron Johnson.
Cameron Johnson. We haven't called his name a whole lot.
That's right. A new factor out there.
Ball was a little off the mark, but he made the quarterback correct.
Yeah. So here we go. The Riders line up again. Single back to the right, and Wolf's going to keep it on it. And, he gets away.
Feeder's still moving. He's got a chance. He's around the edge.
Yes.
Here he goes.
And out of bounds.
Inside the 30. Call it the 27.
And there's no way they anticipate his speed.
No, we got a Rusk Eagle down there back there where he changed direction.
Yep. Well, again, it was not blocked up well at first. Wolf with a great individual effort gets free and
he
comes
hops
around.
up. We stopped the game for him. He's got to come out, guys.
Yep.
There we go.
But anyway, Wolf makes a great play. He gets away, and then the blocking kicks in, and Wolf is able to scamper down the field.
And Easton can do that. He's got that ability. He can do that. We need more of that.
That was just a tragedy in the making. That he kept his feet moving, Colonel.
And we had enough guys maintaining their blocks where he was able to do that.
Yeah.
It was a tremendous effort by that young man. Here we go.
Going
to pop up and throw it out. We got a block out there. He's got some room.
Another Ray Jones Chevrolet.
First down.
There it is.
Great block by the receiver out there.
Sure is.
I don't know if that was. I'm not sure who that was. Normally that's J.K. Barnes, number 7, making those blocks like that.
I think he caught that one.
Was that Barnes that caught it?
I think so.
Okay.
And I think that may have been Cooks who got the block.
Okay, that's good. All right, again, we got Rough Riders singled up out here to the left. Twins to the right.
Inside handoff, Bluford.
Yep.
Look at this man just dancing around. Ooh, nice tackle by that young man.
Yeah. Nice tackle by number 16 for Rusk. Mr. Watkins, who is that?
Trendon Bonin.
That it.
Yeah.
Trendon Bonin.
That's what you call a touchdown saving tackle there. Because
Yep.
I imagine if Bluford gets by him, there's nobody else that's going to be able to catch him.
And I'd like to get old Blue straight ahead like we saw the other night in Brownsboro.
Yeah.
There goes Easton pulling it down.
Pulling down again. He's going to get outside. A couple good blocks, and then.
Ooh, that was a tough tackle.
Yeah, he gets
Hope
mauled
he's all right.
back in. Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. He popped right up.
So that's going to set up a 3rd down and a yard.
Deep in the Chris Mayfield State Farm red zone.
We're going to have to sub an offensive lineman out. His helmet came off. He's got to come out. Here comes Big Jacory in.
All right, so here we go. So plenty of time on the play clock. Riders again, twins to the right, single receiver to the left, Bluford to Wolf's right, and he's going to throw it back out.
Pop
again, the
up.
same play.
Got a little room out there. Caden Cooks.
Cooks is
he
going
makes a man miss, and he is down inside. Looks like he got in, and we're going to mark him down to 1.
It's all right.
So Ray Jones, first down and goal at the 1, y'all.
You got to say that better, Chris.
Ray Jones, first down.
Now you're talking.
Hey, if you are listening,
Chris
watching.
Red Cash and
No,
Washington
I was fixing to say, if anybody out there knows who I'm imitating, the first one to text wins $1 million.
There we go. Call it 6 for the good guys. Can we blow a whistle, guys?
There we go. Close.
I think they got an extra shot in on our guy there with a late whistle.
3:13 to go in the first quarter before the first score, but the Rough Riders get across.
Touchdown, Rough Rider.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Oops.
We were trying to do the old swinging gate.
That didn't work right.
No.
What was supposed to happen?
He was trying to throw it out there to the gate, the guy behind the gate, and he grabbed it and fell out of his hand and started rolling. That's a snapping infraction.
Yeah.
And then he fell on it. So they're going to take the penalty, and we're going to kick the extra point.
Okay, so he actually fell on the penalty.
His snapping infraction is probably what it was.
And
it's almost
good.
like a false start.
Yep. So with that, the Rough Riders take the 7-0 lead here with 3:13 to go in the first quarter.
Good kick by Huachapa.
That's right. We'll be right back, folks.
You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trips. Fun things to wear when you go outside. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the house warming in the fall, to your Christmas shop.
All right, everybody, sorry about that. We lost. I'm not sure exactly what happened.
Not even sure what we lost.
But anyway, this is the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff.
It's that bad moon rising there, Counselor.
It
Ooh,
is.
It's a pretty one.
It is. It's been beautiful. Again, our chaos brought to you by Will Lucas and the folks at Shelby Savings Bank.
Good hometown bank right there.
That's right.
Ball popped up.
That's right.
Get some people down there.
Oh, there's a hole.
Yep.
So the Eagles are going to have very good starting field position on the other side of the 50.
That's it. Good return. We get down the field, we got to keep coming full speed and close distance. We can't kind of start periscoping as we get down there. We got to close all the way to the runner.
There's the moon, Chris Wallington.
Almost between the goalposts.
So here we go. Rusk starting their second possession.
Power I.
Yeah, they got down here before. They're going to run out of option.
Run the option.
This
Push
time he
man
gets
through.
And it's going to work. It's going to pick up 15, 20 yards.
That's what I said. Just key one. Good in our run fits.
Yep. Well, the option, right, you've got to stop the first man through. If you don't do that,
there got to be somebody there to do it.
It's a long night.
Yep.
We were talking about it. I don't know if it was on the air or not, but I almost think like it's such a novel thing to have to prepare against. Used to people threw the football.
Right.
Was a novel getting ready for it. You couldn't get ready for it. Now I wonder with some people throwing if this is not going to come back into vogue. Oh, there we go. Nice play by the Riders.
Who was that coming off the edge?
That was Cooks, number 2.
That was Caden Cooks, then Quincy Simmons in pursuit.
Yep. Simmons finished it off, but it's Cooks that turned it back inside.
Yeah, did a great job. He triggered quick.
So they're going to get a minuscule gain, maybe a yard on the play.
That'll bring up 2nd and 9 for the Rusk Eagles.
But, that's a tough job for your corner.
Absolutely.
To have to run force like that continually throughout the game.
Well, the good news is you can throw a cast net and have the whole formation under it. They're all tied in there together. Oh. So he just gotta have him hesitate, and the rest of his buddies will be there.
That's right. We're going to have a false start.
So those are the types of things that
kills this sort of offense,
really do, because they want to do their 4, 3, and 4, pop out a 9, 3, 4, 3, 4, pop out a 9 or 10 or 15-yarder. But when you start pushing them behind the sticks, they start trying to catch up.
Right. We've seen this offensive line has not been particularly successful at pass blocking.
Right.
And they're going to try that toss
sweep again. You got people there, bad intentions, met them right there at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. I think we're doing a better job of getting people out there now.
Yeah. Well, they keep running into the boundary counselor, which is the short side of the field, so pursuit doesn't have to go as far.
That's true.
Kind of caught us off guard, I think, early on. Probably hadn't seen it yet.
Right.
Yeah, Counselor, I think that's an interesting question. Everybody's a spread team.
Either that, you're either a spread team or you run something from the 1910s, right? But this good old stuff from the 70s, 80s.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Go option. Oh, yeah. First man through, runs right into a Radney and a Atkinson.
But, yeah. That's fun, though. Man, I always enjoyed it from the linebacker position. Occasionally, you're unblocked, and you get to come up and you just get to tattoo that guy every single time. The only thing better is when you were assigned a quarterback.
That's it.
And
that was a huge third down stop, bring up 4th and 12.
And they're going to go for it. They're kind of in no man's land.
Again, tight formation. They're in there tight. I have several people moving. Oh, how about that hold? Come on now, Clint.
Oh, my goodness.
Come on. Come on. You got to throw that flag, man.
Anyway, we somehow, I'm not sure how they got behind us on a 4th and 12.
Well, you can't get lost, but they also horse-collared our defensive end.
That's going to be a touchdown.
Right in front of the white hat, too. And we did. We cut 2 guys loose.
So 7-6 here, and we'll see. Looks like they're going to line up and go for 2. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper.
And he didn't get it.
It's going to be really close.
He's calling him in. They had 2 guys in the backfield moving, and then horse-collared one of the riders coming through. There was plenty to work with there.
That's right, but it is good. So Rusk is going to actually take the lead, 8-7. We'll be right back, folks.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's time for another Shelby Savings kickoff. Walton, I'm going to turn over to you for just a second, okay?
Okay. Eagles answer right back. The Rough Riders, with the methodical drive, go down and score, take the lead right before the quarter ends, or at least we thought. And then Rusk, with only 3 minutes and something to go in the quarter, they score with 50 seconds left. Go for 2, clear the line by just a couple of inches, and that brings us to our 8-7 score as the
We're going to recover that onside kick.
I guess you call that onside. Went right to number 7 for the white.
They're going to try to get extra possessions with that. We just may as well go ahead and prepare for that all night.
We talked about how did he get behind the Riders on that pattern so wide open. This is what Nick Brown said we had to be careful about on his defensive goals. Go.
Well, when you play an option team, goal 1 is stop the run, play assignment football, and don't get beat deep on a play action or a kind of a trick shot play.
Boom. What happened with 6 points on the board?
Defensive goal 2 that I said, don't get lost.
Yeah, don't get lost.
We're going to have 0 personnel here. We're going to have 5 wides. Bluford's here in the slot on the bottom. Wolfpack's pass. He's going to pull it down and run. Plenty of pursuit, and he gets it off.
Whoa! One of the better plays of the year.
Ball's
Colonel.
complete there to Eli Olivas.
He was already in, tuck it, put it down, and scramble and run. And then right before he crossed the line of scrimmage, he's open.
Yeah. I think we're trying to get Rusk in a position they don't want to be in, and that's in space. Spread them out like this. You're going to hand it to Bluford coming across. There's plenty of Rusk Eagles there to meet him, but he finds a way to get a yard.
They're marking him right on the 45-yard line. We got to get to the 44.
If we just have our heads up, we see those guys. We can get in their way.
All right, I'm back.
Hey, Counselor.
Scoreboard. That's going to be I'm just about in time for the end of the quarter. So after one quarter, Rusk is up 8-7 over the Rough Riders. We'll be right back.
You're watching Game 5 of the district season. The Rusk Eagles take on the Center Rough Riders, live from Rusk Eagle Stadium.
All right, here we go, folks. We're ready to start second quarter.
Be a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 here.
And motion out to empty.
And don't you think it's going to be, I'd say it's Wolf on the quarterback keeper. Nope, we're going to throw it. And he gets pressure, but he's going to get away.
He's able to break contain. He's going to get the first down.
Oh.
But fumbled out of bounds.
Woo.
We need more of what he did to get that first down and less of how that play ended.
Yeah.
Rough Riders catch a break.
What was that offensive key to the game, Chris?
No.
Protect the investment.
Protect the investment.
Yeah.
That's it. Protect that investment.
Gosh, we gotta sell that. That's a great spot. Protect the investment with. I'm writing that down.
We got tons of cushion up there to the field.
Yep.
And we got timeout here by Rusk. Evidently the coach is a military man. He's doing a lot of saluting. Or he's frustrated. One of the two.
Well, maybe he recognizes.
Watch your foot there.
Yeah. Maybe he recognizes that we got.
I think that's an alignment problem.
During the timeout, it gives me a chance to say thank you to JBI Insurance, Joe Bill Mattier, who has been a part of our broadcast since we started doing live streams. He can take care of you with the insurance details.
Right.
Bill.
He can protect your investment.
Yeah, he can protect your
investment.
investment.
Protect the investment, man.
He doesn't fumble out of bounds. Other scores, the Batters Law Firm first quarter scoreboard. With 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, Carthage is ahead of Brownsboro, 7-0. In the first quarter, halfway through, Timpson and St. Augustine tied at 0. Shelbyville leads Hemphill 14-0, start of the second. And Bullard is ahead of Athens, 7-6, halfway through the first quarter, y'all.
Interesting.
Bullard got up off the mat.
He did. And a Bullard win changes everything.
Yeah, it kind of does.
All the math.
Wide open middle of the field there. They're playing, it's like some form of man coverage. We're going to throw it to the.
Oops.
And we got a hit on the quarterback. Not sure when that happened. It seemed kind of late to me.
Yeah, he had already thrown it, and his receiver was already shrugging his shoulders, and he hadn't fallen down yet.
Well, that was a miscommunication. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 here. And I believe that's still Bluford in there.
It is? Yeah. I mean, I thought that was a screen.
Yeah.
I honestly thought that was a screen.
Yeah, it's 2 in a row.
Yeah, some kind of.
There were 3 Rusk Eagles in the backfield, full speed.
Right.
And I thought we were setting up a screen.
So it's going to set up 3rd down now. We're going 3 receivers to the left, One to the right, one in the backfield. So we get on the same page.
Good catch.
Oh, yeah. Well,
great catch, and he is real close.
Close enough to go for it.
Where are we at with the spot? We're about a yard short.
Half a yard short. Man, he snatched that
he
out
sure
of there.
Got it. That was a great catch. Great concentration, great catch.
Who is that? Number 7?
That was number 7.
Was that 7? Okay.
That was J.K. Barnes.
All
we've got to do is protect our inside gaps out if we get this first down. We're going to run a power, and he's going to pull it down. And what are we doing? Caught it. Did we get it? Called it. Yeah, there we go.
We got it.
We got it.
Cooks keeps his feet in. That's a Ray Jones first down. And
it is.
It was, despite themselves, they made it.
It was a lot of work for a first down, a 1 yard first down.
There we go. All right, so first down and 10. Appreciate you, Wellington and Colonel, cover for me. As we get this up. Here we go. It's inside.
There we go.
Up. That's 6 points,
That's 6 points. He was in a mall walk at the 15.
Oh, there's a late hit.
And a flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't need to happen.
Well, I mean, Blueford was kind of jogging it in.
Like I said, he was in a mall walk at the 15.
Yeah.
I would like to see him finish hard.
Yeah, and so the Rusk player, that was not a dirty shot.
He was trying to go for the ball?
He was trying to tackle him before he scored because Blueford was, like you said, was walking it in.
He saw Leon Lett.
Yeah.
He saw those highlights.
Yeah. Leon let me have the ball, huh?
Yeah, the problem is he did not get there soon enough.
You just brought up a nightmare for every Cowboys fan listening, Chris.
That's right.
Why'd you do that?
I still dream about it.
Here we go. We're going to try to get those 2 points, and we're not going to get there.
Well, hold on. Yep, no, we're not going to make it. So 13-8, and I'm assuming we will take the penalty on the kickoff.
Yeah.
All right, so it's 13-8. We'll take a quick break.
I would definitely take it on the kickoff with an onside kick. Maybe they won't do it.
Exactly right. We'll see what happens.
Shelby Savings Bank has come a long way since it was established in 1982, and the good folks that work at Shelby Savings Bank really enjoy doing things in the community and for the community. And they would like to encourage everyone to please shop local. For all your banking needs, please visit these wonderful Shelby Savings Bank locations, with 2 locations in Center, locations in St. Augustine, Palestine, and Lindale.
All right, welcome back. It's time for the next Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. And there's the moon.
Yep.
Talk about that, Colonel.
That looks like something you would buy to put in your house on Halloween.
Exactly.
It looks just like it. It's really nice over there. Just off to the right shoulder of the Rough Riders, but directly in front of us over here from the press box.
Nice to line up on the 50-yard line for a kick.
It is.
Almost just onside kick it. Like
you know what? I would go ahead and try to put it in between the 15 and the 10 there. Or we're going to go ahead and go for a touchback.
Yeah.
I would make them, I wouldn't give it, we onside kick it. They were set up for an onside kick. They recover it. We've helped them out a little bit,
That's true. That's a good point.
I was on the field during pregame. Choppa was practicing the onside kick, and they were just 1, 2, 3 perfect.
Yep, he's got it down, huh?
About that second bounce way up.
Yep.
I'd like to see him get a chance to do it just for the mechanics.
For Mike and the mechanics?
Yeah, both of them.
Yep.
Well, all of them, really.
In our living years, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of these teams in the district, all they need is a miracle. And right now it's pretty close.
It is. All right, here we go with the power out of the left. Coming with the old toss, Ruski. There we go. We got somebody getting off a block.
Yeah.
We got somebody getting off a block.
Yeah, number 3, Bracaden Robinson.
That was a good job by him.
Yeah.
He started that tackle inbounds. It just ended up outside of bounds. The Rusk faithful are not happy about it, but that play started inbounds.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. The Rusk faithful, I can't get a shot of all of them. This is a good crowd
tonight. Yeah, there's a good crowd here.
And
And good count yonder way as well.
Yeah, well, that's true. Center traveled well tonight, but Rusk is having a bad season by Rusk standards.
Going to pick up. I think actually get some yardage on that. It's going to set up third down.
Third and about 5.
Third and 5, yeah.
That Teague is a hard runner, isn't he?
Yeah, and you know, they had a lot of bodies in red there in front of them. What are you calling if you're Rusk here, Counselor?
I think you toss it to the field, to the wide side.
All right.
Me, I call
Looks
Ray
like
Jones first down.
Power out of the field there. Got to power out of the field. Oh, back to the boundary.
Yeah.
They got numbers over here, too. And
they
there
like
it is.
Running it to the boundary.
There it is. Sarge got off.
Yeah.
Burkaden got off. We're forcing it back the other way. He is not. He is going to out. No, he's not. Did he get out? Did we get him out of bounds before?
Let's see where they mark it.
He's marking it
right on the line.
They're going to be short. 4th down and a foot.
Yeah, they may measure or discuss or
we got an injury over there. It looks like.
Okay. Thought they might ask ChatGPT about the spot, but
they're going to do the virtual measure.
Okay, well that works too. While there is a break on the field, stick around for the.
There we go. They just turned it over to 4.
Okay. The Farmer State Bank halftime show coming up here.
They're
shortly.
moving the chains.
Oh, okay.
All right. First, Ray Jones Chevrolet first down by inches. And then at the Farmer State Bank halftime show, the Dairy Queen play of the half from the counselor and the colonel. And then the Pride of Shelby County, the Center High School band. Thank you for East Texas Automotive for bringing that to us. The Chaparrals right thereafter, brought to you by Dr. Anna Shirley. And then we put the colonel back on duty as Campione brings us our first half analysis. We'll follow that with the Batters halftime scoreboard with Captain Matney and the Blimp. Up close and personal tonight, we talk to Bad Intentions. And we have a good interview with Bad Intentions. That's all on the Farmer State Bank halftime.
Young man from Russ, all right. He's coming back across the field.
Good deal.
Yeah. All right. Move the chains. 1st and 10 for Rusk. Their own 35-yard line. See if they can match the score for the Rough Riders.
1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 35-yard line.
As we talked about, Rough Riders favorites this evening, but Rusk is just always, especially when we come here, always.
I was fully expecting a slugfest here.
Hey, I have a couple of clothes right here.
Oh
yeah. That's Tadpole and tell me, Braylon. Yeah, those are good kids.
Pro set. Pro set.
Well, I don't know why they didn't blow the whistle when.
Yeah, I know.
I'm getting tired of these officials letting this stuff go.
They need to blow a whistle, and somebody needs to be letting them know, kill the play when it's over.
Yeah. And that's not just this group. This is something I've seen all year.
Right.
I don't know if that was something that was emphasized in their meetings at the start of the year, but they look. Oh, thank you, y'all. Thank you so much.
And see,
but they let these things go, and something like that happens.
Yep. I mean, just like the hit we had down in our end zone.
Yeah.
Where Wolf took an extra hit when he's standing 3 yards in the end zone. There was no whistle yet.
All right. So it was about a 7-yard game, but it's going to be 15 tacked
Power
on.
out of the field here.
Yep.
Goes your fullback.
Yep.
He gets a pitch.
Yep.
He kept it.
Good deception, good movement. Another first down. And with the extra point issue, 13-8 the lead. Rusk is if they can get in the end zone, they are in command here mid-second quarter.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I missed part of the play. I wanted to get those two fellas. They helped us get up here with all that stuff. They were so helpful, and now they're bringing us food.
Brought us Powerades, man.
Yep. All right, so here we go.
Another pro formation split backs.
First man through.
Quarterback's going to keep it?
No, it's the first man through.
Was it?
Yeah, number 10.
And that's T.
T was able to get through and he got 9 yards on that play. So second down and a short 2. Just outside the Chris Mayfield State Farm red zone.
Not red yet.
So once again, we've got a split to the left. Power I, and they're going to go. Oh, there we go. We can stop. Well, I thought we had it stopped. They're going to be enough for the first down. They're going to move the chains.
Yep.
Got 2, needed 1. So it's on the 19-yard line now. Now they are in the Chris Mayfield State Farm red zone.
Man, a first down. It's a good drive, y'all.
Rusk's taking their time.
That's what they want to do. Limit possessions.
They're going to run close, though, because they're actually under 10 to snap the clock.
It's about time for them to turn the ball over.
Yeah.
About time for us to cause it.
And they're going to throw it. Oh, nice play.
Got to get them on the ground, and we just let them go. Disappointing. Very disappointing.
Yeah. So Rusk will go back and take the lead 14-13, and we'll see if they will.
It's a good football name, by the way. Number 1, Adrian Tumblin.
Yep. Drive aided by penalties.
Try. Was he rumbling, stumbling, and tumbling?
He did, right across that goal line.
So, again, it looks like Rusk does not kick extra points, at least not tonight, so they're going to line up again. Oh, no, this is a
quarterback's just going to run.
Yeah.
Again, they had 3 guys in motion. They called it that time.
I think they called it this time, yeah. And he gets hammered down. That was almost a wildcat formation. And the try's going to be no good. So with that, the Rough Riders trail 14-13 here. With 6:59 to go in the second quarter. We'll be right back.
Over the years, most of us have collected a lot of stuff, but where is all that stuff? Down home. So when it starts piling up, you go with Down Home Storage, climate-controlled place for your down home stuff. So if you need a new set of tires, Center Tire's the place to go? Check. What if you just need one tire repaired? Check. But what if your car needs an oil change or it needs to be aligned? Check and check. It's all there at Center Tire.
Everybody, it's time for yet another Shelby Savings Bank kickoff.
You see over there on the sideline, there's Coach Brown and Assistant Brown.
Fully expect onside kicker.
Yep.
All right.
Pooch kick. We got to catch it. There we go.
Pretty good field position at the 45. Again, plenty of time. 6:55. Still over half the quarter left to play. Caden Robinson is able to field that and advance it a few yards.
Yeah, well done. The offense has really looked solid, but really the Rusk offense has as well. Funny, I almost said Doc Brown. Coach Brown talking to me about Rusk and their transformation into a power team. He said, that's what we did when we played y'all in the playoffs 3 years ago. He said, athletically, no business on the field. Try to limit your possessions, and it ended up working in 4 overtimes.
All right, here we go. We got trips left.
Trips left, single to the right. Blueford in the back. We're going to hand it. No, we're going to fake it. Get it out to Cooks. He makes a couple of guys miss, and he's going to get the first down. What is that, Chris Wallington?
That's Ray Jones. First down.
Going to take advantage of that soft coverage they're playing and get them to walk up, maybe pull somebody out of the box to play over top. And pop one over their head.
Now they're up.
There we go.
Nice
inside, room inside. He's still going.
Yeah.
Look at him.
That's it's just a bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Great block in the interior there. Jenkins on a good block, and the Riders are going to go fast.
They're not lined up yet, and we move.
Yep.
I think that's the first one of those today, right?
Yep.
It's been a plague since about week 3 with the Riders on pre-snap penalties.
So it's going to bring up first down 15 for the
Another ball play. Trips up to the Rider sideline here.
Yep.
We have these snaps going low and to the right. That's the third or fourth one tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the explanation for that is.
Unless you got to get it fixed.
Yeah, I wonder if we're because they're so small and so quick up front. For wondering if the center is trying to, get to where he's going to get, but he's got to get that snap has to be good.
My goodness.
Well, the snap was good.
Yeah, we got people moving though.
Yeah. I mean,
this is the Riders defending the Riders.
Yeah,
that's right. We talked about in the kickoff intro a statement game, making a statement to themselves that they can play consistently and finish drives. And the first half, there's been some questions.
Take a timeout here and get organized a little bit.
Yep, we'll take one as well.
You're watching Game 5 of the district season. The Rusk Eagles take on the Center Rough Riders, live from Rusk Eagle Stadium.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
Everybody, welcome back. So what you got there, Chris Wallington?
Oh, over there's the Center Rough Rider band getting ready under that big, pretty scoreboard. But over here, it's a lot more big deal
To the field. Second and very long. We're going to try it outside. Ooh.
Incomplete.
Looked like it was in his hands and out.
We'll bring up third and third and 2 to lefty.
5 minutes, down by 1. How much would you need coaches to decide to go for
honestly, 10 yards because too close punt, too far to kick.
Double pass?
And we're going to get those 10 yards. I think go for it is probably too close to punt. I think field goal is probably not realistic from there.
Yep. I mean, you're thought about all the game. I mean, I almost didn't get the ball in high school.
There's plenty of space out here. We just saved too fast. Snap protection there. Yeah, it looks like a screen. So his process was rushed.
Got it.
Gotta get our head.
The Rusk Eagle defense holds, ball goes over and down. Eagles will start 1st and 10 from their own.
So this is exactly the kind of smart man run wrestling that we did not want to have.
Rusk wanted it hooked up. We got to have a stop here.
Yeah.
You've got to have a stop here. We can't have any senseless penalties. We can't give them anything.
So here we go. We've got C517 Rusk with a 1-point lead and the football. Our out formation. They do not like running it to the wide side. That's interesting. I wonder if they're waiting to spring that. Or they think that we just got too much speed to spring it out. But they certainly have shown a tendency here early to run this stuff to the. Let me see that. Thank you for a second. Okay, I'm back.
Road set, tight into the right. We're going to get them in the backfield. First man through, good. Clean riders there. The good news is we're having equal difficulty blocking the rider. It's influence plays where they are getting us out of position.
We're making a couple of sound adjustments we received.
They've been with too much field on. I think we got it in pretty good shape now.
Well, I'm about to.
Here we go.
We've got tight end trips to the field. Pro style set in the backfield. He's dropping back to pass, and he's going down with bad intentions.
That's got to be Atkins.
That's going to be bad intentions right there.
Thank you, whoever it was. Thank you for that. We've got. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but we had a. Well, I know what happened. I just don't know why it happened. But we should have that fixed.
That would have been Philip Arnold Gregory.
Yep.
He's listening in on Dean Road in Lambertville, Michigan.
Oh, we go.
That's next to Temperance.
I got you.
Mr. Watlington.
So, Watlington, give me a quick mic check.
Check.
Let me see, because I turned you down too much, I think. Thinking you were the problem, but you were not the problem.
Really, I wasn't?
I was the problem.
Oh.
Interesting punt formation by the Eagles here, trying to spread everybody out. They get the punt off the side of his foot. That's going to cross the 45, down to the 40, and that's where it'll be down at the 39. Good 3 and out by the Riders, just like we talked about, Counselor. We need to get a stop there, and we did.
We did.
Finished it off with bad intentions, saying don't even think about 4th down.
Bad intentions is our
Cody Atkinson.
Up close and personal interview from Borders Poultry Supply at halftime. It's a good one, worth sticking around for.
Yeah. Hey, so last Saturday we went into Mooney's Emporium and I got me some cheese ball mix.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you tried it?
No, but I'm thinking about mixing one up. Give me some cream cheese and mix it up for tomorrow. We're going to throw it.
For a while,
there we
we're
go.
going to catch you inside slant. That's the Caden Cooks.
Yeah.
Big play.
Wolf to Cooks.
Cross midfield, down inside, well inside Russ territory. Do you call it the 33? That's there all night, Counselor. If we want to take it, if we can get them, if we can get it off, they're bringing all kinds of pressure. They're bringing extra guys there.
We're gonna hand off to.
He needs to go. They got too many to block.
Yeah. So once again, we kind of that. I would call it a delay or whatever to.
Yeah, I think he was supposed to go, and he just tried to fake everybody out.
Right. But there was a good bit of penetration there. So
we had 5 blocking, they had 7 coming, and that's kind of their answer to these spread sets. They're trying to kill the play in the backfield. Are we moving again? Yeah, they're doing all this stemming.
Yeah.
At some point, there has to be a simulation of snap there to think about, because they're doing all this jumping around and making calls, and our kids are jumping.
Yes.
At some point, and maybe this substitution is going to help it out. Looks like Coach Ballinger's doing some quick re-instruction with that young man.
So here we go.
We got another flag, another stoppage.
We got a timeout.
Timeout by Rusk.
Oh, it's a 2-minute warning.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
We're down to 2 minutes, yes.
Yeah, nobody messed up.
So, Matt, when we were in school, we had the vaunted Hut defense.
The Hut?
And the officials told us that we could not call our defense Hut defense. My law partner, Matthew Matalier, would get up there and call. He would be calling the Hut defense.
The Hut defense.
Yes.
I mean, Matthew was flirting with the rules?
Yes,
I have a hard time believing that.
I know. It does seem like it now. But, yes, he was the architect of the Hut defense. Or it might have been his brother, Mark. It was one or two of them. I just remember they looked at him and said, that's our defense. And the official said, no, you cannot call it Hut defense. So it's second down and 20 here.
I don't know what's bad. You had the Hut defense or offense still actually used Hut.
Yeah, right.
All right, here we go.
They're going to throw it. Oh, he's got him wide open.
He does. He catches.
Nice catch.
We're down inside the 15.
Again, that's Decaden Cooks again. He was in our Center Motor Company neutral zone earlier. And like you said, they're bringing so many guys.
They're bringing so many. They're bringing more than we can block. They're trying to get us out of that spread look by overloading us. And see, there's nobody in the middle of the field, though.
Yeah.
So really, both our inside receivers have a free release to the middle.
If you get that, we're going to.
Yeah.
That's too high.
I don't know about that. But over here to the boundary, or over here to the field, if he just runs a slant on a slant, there's literally nothing there, and nobody's dropping.
That's right. There's literally nobody. It's a zero.
They're playing
it's a cover
man.
Zero man. Yeah, he's got 20 yards. 15 yards. Wolf's gonna.
Yeah, we got to get rid of it.
Yeah. But that's the beauty of that. If we just run that quick slant, that skinny post, there's nobody. I mean, you drop back and chuck it.
And they're celebrating, but they're celebrating because they're rushing. They're rushing 8 and we're blocking with 5.
Right.
So they better get there.
Yeah. That's gonna bring up third down in a bunch. Well, thank you. We're supposed to be on.
There we go. Pressure again. Middle of the field open. Ball's caught. All right, so we go for it.
Most likely could take the lead with a field goal.
Mm-hmm. How much time we got?
It's
50 seconds.
50 seconds.
Easton's
Easton said, let's kick
He's suggesting let's go for 3 points.
I think that's a smart move. We'll call timeout.
4th and 5 is that's kind of advantage defense. And while we're at the timeout here, getting ready, looking forward to the band and the chaparrals, but also you got to take care of your car when the game's not going on. You got to make sure you ask so much of it, taking your family everywhere you go. It's important that you take care of it, and all you have to do is stop on your way almost anywhere in town. Do a Rough Rider Oil and Lube right there on Hurst Street. Easy, convenient, important. Rough Rider Oil and Lube. You can also check the score after the game tonight.
All right. So I think you kicked the field goal, but I don't know if you're talking that long about it. I don't know. That's what they're going to do.
I think a field goal is a good idea. Get the points. Looks like we're sending the offense out.
Yep, offense is coming out.
Okay, let's go get it.
Yep. So we're going to have.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it with the time, but when we're down and can take the lead.
Yeah.
But, we can also potentially score here.
Oh, got him, offsides. Why not let that go?
Uh-oh. Maybe it's not offsides.
It's got to be. It was definitely
they're going to say
offsides.
unabated. They're going to say unabated.
Okay.
What are we calling here?
That should be enough for a first down, though, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Smart move.
Yep. Mark it off. And that might help slow that rush down a little bit.
Yeah. That should be enough.
We're still showing 4th. Man.
I asked for a measurement on that. Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't either.
I mean, Coach should call for. I'd ask for a measure.
I certainly would too.
Huh.
It can be fourth and less than a yard here.
Huge moment. 39 seconds to go in the half.
Easton takes it inside. He's going to get the first.
Yep.
Be stopped short. I'm not so sure that he was supposed to do that, but the snap was low and to the right again.
Yeah.
And he just kind of took the snap, caught the snap, and kept going.
Big Ray Jones. First down.
First down.
Way in the red zone.
Riders quick back to the ball. Trips to the right. Russ still getting adjusted on defense. Here you go. What we got? False start.
I didn't see a false start.
I didn't either. No, the guy on the far sideline threw a flag. We're marking it back. He just came over and said something to the home coach.
So Atkinson's going to come in. I think this is our big nasty package. No, never mind. It's not Atkinson. Never mind.
And they call timeout.
Calling a timeout.
All right, we'll take a quick one as well. We'll be right back. Riders threatening to score to take the lead right here before half.
People come to Covington Lumber Building and Supply because they have home construction projects, and one of those, plumbing projects. Covington's got you covered. They have the showers and the tubs to get you started, and they have all the different fixtures and lots of different choices to round out the project. Then they have the tools that you need to make the things happen. It's all yours at Covington Lumber.
Diamond B Cafe on the corner of Tenaha and Timpson is open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. until 8 p.m. and on the Lord's Day Sunday, 7 until 2. Diamond B Cafe was voted the best breakfast in Shelby County, and that breakfast or dinner menu is available anytime that they're open. So stop on by Diamond B Cafe and visit the Brandons on the corner of Tenaha and Timpson in Center.
Everybody, welcome back. Here we go. The final 24 seconds of the half. Riders now out of timeouts.
First down and goal for the Rough Riders from the Eagles' 7-yard.
First and goal from the 7. Riders one receiver to the right. We got trips in tight. We're going to hand off
to Bluford. You can get chopped down around the 5 there.
All right, so here we go. The Riders going to have to hurry.
Yep, we're going to go for a field goal. He better get off the field.
5 seconds.
He was over here wrestling around.
And the flag.
They went off sides on them. They knocked our guard down. It stops the clock. Get it set up, guys.
Well, it brings up interesting. If it's
delay game on us, that ends the half. There's some significant lapses in discipline there by the Riders to end the half. I don't know what the fall down and lay around thing was.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But as it is, that's going to do it for the half. Riders squander an opportunity to take the lead and are trailing 14-13 here at the half. We'll be right back.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters. Welcome, everyone. The first half is over, so now it's time for the Farmer State Bank halftime show. East Texas Auto Motor brings us the performance of the state qualifying Center High School Band, followed by Dr. Anna Shirley Dentistry presenting the Chaparrals. The Colonel, Matt Gregory, brings us halftime analysis brought to you by Camp Pewanee Youth Camp. Then finally, Borders Poultry Supply brings us up close and personal with senior linebacker Cody Atkinson, number 21. And now you know him as the counselor, but the world knows him as the NBA logo. Your host, Stephen Shires.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Farmers State Bank Halftime Show. It's the Center High School Marching Band brought to you by East Texas Automotor. And we have, right now, we have the Center High School twirling line performing. There you have it. That's the Center High School twirling line. This is Center High School Marching Band brought to you by East Texas Automotor. We'll hear from them while they are getting set up.
When it's broken, it's got to be fixed. You've got to get from one place to the next. But wouldn't it be great if you didn't have to take out a loan to get it repaired? Don't worry, there's East Texas Auto.
Here at East Texas Auto, you can be reassured that your vehicle will be well taken care of and serviced, as communication and transparency are our #1 drivers.
Find them on Highway 96 North.
And here we go, folks.
Presenting the pride of Shelby, the award-winning Center High School
right, everybody, that's the award-winning pride of Shelby County, the Center High School Marching Band. Brought to you every week by East Texas Automotive, the official auto repair shop of the Rough Rider radio team. And we'll hear from them when we come back. It'll be the Sweethearts of Shelby County, the Center High School Chaparrals next.
When it's broken, it's got to be fixed. You've got to get from one place to the next. But wouldn't it be great if you didn't have to take out a loan to get it repaired? Don't worry, there's East Texas Auto.
Here at East Texas Auto, you can be reassured that your vehicle will be well taken care of and serviced, as communication and transparency are our #1 drivers.
Find them on Highway 96 North.
And now, enjoy the CHS Chaparrals.
This is the office of Dr. Anna Shirley. This is Dr. Anna Shirley. Along with Dr. Nicole Fishbeck and their amazing staff, it's easy to see why they were voted best in Nacogdoches. From the modern exam rooms to their comfortable lobby, when you're at Dr. Anna Shirley's office, it feels like home.
Jordan Hall.
All right, everybody, this is our Chaparrals. The Chaparral of the Week, Jordan Hall.
Jazz routine to the song Telephone.
It's a jazz routine to the song Telephone, if you heard the illustrious PA announcer. All right, folks, the Sweethearts of Shelby County, the Center High School Chaparrals, brought to you by Dr. Anna Shirley. We'll continue on with our Farmer State Bank halftime show with the Colonel coming up next with some analysis. You're watching the Center Rough Rider Band and Chaparrals on the football team here live on NETSN.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American cheeseburgers.
I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger.
That's what I need. Ice cream.
Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they could all get something good. Dairy Queen.
Everybody, welcome back. We see the cheerleaders here, I think, for Rusk out on the field. Before we get to the analysis, Colonel, we need to do the Dairy Queen play of the half. There we go. We need to do the Dairy Queen play of the half.
I mean, I'm going to have to go with the scramble by Wolf.
Yeah.
Where there was absolutely nothing, and he made something out of nothing.
That's right. And now scored on that. So that's our Dairy Queen play of the half. Washington, have you headphone back up yet? No, you have not. But, Colonel, what's your go-to Dairy Queen item?
Item?
Yeah.
Man, you know, it was many moons ago, my first trip out to East Texas, and we were in the helping getting things unpacked for camp and all that stuff, and I took a trip into Center. First time ever going to Center, actually. We went to Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
And I was with another gentleman who's doing Friday night broadcasting that night himself.
Yeah.
And he, too, is an attorney, Chase Palmer.
Oh, yeah.
I was with him, and we went to Dairy Queen, and he ordered something that I never heard of. And to this day, if I go to Dairy Queen to eat, I order it again, and that is the dude sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, yeah.
The dude sandwich. Yeah.
Steak sandwich.
Chicken fried steak sandwich.
Yeah. It's a food group of its own.
I said, "Excuse me, sir. Did you say dude sandwich?" He said, "Get you one."
I can hear Chase Palmer saying that. Get you one. Well, all right. So let's go ahead and get right into it. You know, my thought is, on expert analysis, is that we have been a notoriously slow starting team all year.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping we continue that trend tonight, because in the second half, some of these games we have come out with our hair on fire and taking care of business. I'm hoping we see that tonight.
Sure. And, you know, I think tonight part of that is symptomatic of how you practice and look at it in practice. And the other is I think that they saw a look tonight they probably haven't seen on tape all year, and they had to adjust to it. Rusk comes right out of the bat. We didn't do anything with the ball on offense. They come out right off the bat with a power eye and run a toss into the boundary and once we woke up and saw that happening, figured that out, it's kind of been pretty even. We've aided them on some drives. That's kind of one of the keys of the game here is I wrote down here on my notepad there, Counselor, careless mistakes and careless penalties.
Yes.
If we eliminate that with the multiple false starts and procedure penalties and the 15-yarder on defense that aided a drive, I think this is a different ballgame.
Yeah.
And maybe we can fluff the grass a little bit for us to go ahead and lay down.
Yeah. That sounds right to me.
I mean, I think all the adjustments have been made. They're bringing extra, and we get an empty set or a one-back set with no three surface side. They're bringing extra people. So,
but like you said, it's wide open in the middle.
It's wide open. So we either got to get rid of the ball or run something and influence or read somebody. Maybe run a screen into that. I do like the adjustment of going with a no play and get them to jump.
Yeah,
that makes them think twice about trying to jump the snap. So, but we've got to take care of the riders first, and that is careless mistakes and careless penalties.
Yeah. And on both sides of the football.
Absolutely. Everybody in a white uniform's got to be responsible for that. Yeah. It looks like what happened here at the end is I don't know what, but our right guard was laying down.
Yeah.
And he wasn't touched, and I think they called that a delay of game.
I think that's exactly what happened.
And that doesn't. There's no place that's not putting your team first.
Right. I'm not sure what the thought was on that. I mean, try to buy some more time. We just got to kick the field goal.
Yeah.
Certainly hope that doesn't come back to haunt us.
Yeah. Me too.
Yep. Wallington, do you have anything to add?
No. No, I do have one thing. I do have one thing that to add. It's a public service announcement, and this is the perfect time to do it if I can find it. Caught me off guard, man, but it's perfect time for it. I'll tell you later. It's going to be great.
Well, we're going to hear from a couple folks. We'll hear from Camp Pewanee, where
Better Youth Rise, the fun never sets.
We'll hear from them, and a couple of sponsors. Will be back with more of the Farmer State Bank halftime show next.
Farmer State Bank, un nombre que conoces y en que puedes confiar. Somos sus vecinos y compañeros comunitarios. Estamos comprometidos a cumplir sus necesidades financieras, proveyendo soluciones bancarias para sus préstamos, hipotecarios, comerciales o personales. Con 120 años de servicio a nuestra comunidad, somos parte de sus rodeos, hipotecas y festivales locales. Queremos que sepas que estamos aquí para ayudarte. Visítenos en fsbctx.bank o ven a vernos hoy. Farmer State Bank, mejorando vidas y cumpliendo sueños.
Welcome back, folks. It's the Farmer State Bank halftime show, and it's time now to get on that Bowles Feed teleline, try to call up and see if we can't get Captain Jay Matney on the line to find out some scores on our Batters halftime scoreboard, and there he is.
Hey, Captain
Hello.
Jay. Best we can tell, there are some interesting scores going on around the area. You got any?
Gosh, there sure are. Yes, sir.
All
First off, Pleasant Grove is putting a beating on the Van Vandals, 42-0 at halftime.
Whoa, I expected them to win, but I don't know that I expected 42-0 at the half.
Yeah.
It's a replay of history. The Roman Empire is turning the Vandals back.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, and then we're a couple more blowouts. Carthage is up 35-0 on Brownsboro.
Okay.
And Shelbyville is up 35-0 on Hemp Hill.
Yeah,
Okay.
Poor Hemp Hill.
They're going to be, I think, winless this year.
Yeah. And then we have two games that are actually competitive. Simpson's leading San Augustine 19-6 with 2 minutes left in the half.
And that's a shocker.
That's a bit of a surprise.
Unless San Augustine is, resting their starters or something. Timpson was not picked to win that one.
Really? Yeah. And our last game, one of my favorite teams, the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah.
Against Spring Hill. The Pirates are up 17-7 at the half.
Okay. I think they got to win that to stay in the playoffs.
Yes, indeed.
So I think that's a must-win. All right. Well, thank you, Jay, for tonight being in the Blimp and for the whole season, and we hope we have you next week for the playoffs.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
That's Jay Matney. That's the Bulls Feed Blimp. And that is the Batters halftime scoreboard. Before we go to commercial, I found my announcement.
Yes.
It's from our excellent tennis program. We've got something special coming on Wednesday. The community is invited to attend the Stephen F. Austin State University Tennis Clinic and Exhibition featuring the Southland Conference champion Lady Jacks at the Leon Dykes Tennis Facility. That's at Center High School this coming Wednesday, November 12th, 5 o'clock. The clinic's part of a campus-wide SFA day at CHS. And the high school and the university athletes and coaches are excited to share their love of tennis with the community. It's for the community as well as the players. The clinic's a wonderful way to bring people together, encourage healthy activity, and support student athletes. The tennis event is open to the public. Refreshments will be provided. Hope to see you there 5 o'clock Wednesday.
Right, and refreshments means hot dogs.
That's
the
right.
The center athletic boosters is going to provide soft drinks.
Yeah, they're setting meat on fire. They're setting meat on fire.
That's right.
That's right. And while we're at it, at the Rio.
Yes.
Coming up, starting today, is Regretting You. And I was trying to hold that for an announcement during the game when the Colonel said something, and I was like, oh, my God. And then I wanted to say, on at the Rio is Regretting You.
Yeah.
But
it didn't work.
It was a nearly flawless announcement in the first half. So there you go.
You go up there and get your popcorn. Man, it's got the popcorn thing.
Yeah.
Smells good.
It's as old-fashioned as anything in the United States.
Some Reese's Pieces. I love that. You sit downstairs, you sit up in the balcony.
And in 2 months, they celebrate their 100th birthday.
That's right.
The Rio. Not Nita, not Mike.
That's right. All right. So what's that at the Rio Theater again? What movie?
Regretting You.
Regretting You. Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
There's the Rusk band as they get ready to perform. We'll take a break here from Batters Law Firm, which brings us our halftime scoreboard along with a couple other sponsors. We'll be back with our up close and personal, it's going to be Mr. Nasty, Mr. Bad Intentions himself, Cody Atkinson. We'll do that next.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters. We say thank you to these fall sponsors who bring you Rough Rider football all fall long. Chris Mayfield State Farm, Shelby County's good neighbor. Down Home Storage. Take your down home clutter to Down Home Storage. At Joe's, it's not just a car wash, it's a car spa. McAdams Propane, keeping you warm in the winter and your outdoor kitchen going all season long. And Watson & Sons Funeral Home, their family, serving yours.
Everybody, welcome back. Let's get on. You see the band there.
Welcome back to the Farmer State Bank Halftime Show. Tonight in Borders Poultry Supplies Up Close and Personal segment, we'll talk with senior Cody Atkinson in our Friday conversation.
Well, Cody, tonight at Rusk, as people watch this, it's your last regular season game. I mean, you've done this for so long now at the varsity level. You're getting towards the end of the season. What are your thoughts?
I mean, it's a lot of emotions, a lot of up and down emotions, you know. Happy we made playoff, sad it's coming to an end, but I'm just ready to make a run.
Yeah, I hope that that's exactly what you do. You have several games to go. But if looking back, was one of the high points of your years with the varsity Riders?
Just getting to play with so much competition, against so much competition, I mean, just it's been a blast.
Is there one of those competitive moments that kind of stands out? The one that you may tell your kids and grandkids about?
I really like playing North DeSoto. My sophomore year in North DeSoto, it was a really close game against a really good team. Last year we played them home and beat them, and it's been really amazing.
That's kind of become the rivalry, hasn't it?
I think it's more of a rivalry than conference.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you for your time and good luck with the rest of the season.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
When you need supplies for your poultry farm, remember Borders Poultry Supply on Highway 87 South here in Center. The folks at Borders Poultry are ready to help you with parts for your brooders, chore time and rock cell feeders, and new drinker systems. Do you need a new incinerator? Are you ready for a new litter barn or compost shed? Do you need some updates on your poultry farm? Call 598-6297. Borders Poultry Supply, builders of quality poultry houses.
Whether it's with family and friends or just some time to yourself, summer is better on the water. And Farmer State Bank has exactly what you need to make those dreams come true. Learn more at fsbctx.bank.
Hey, Rough Rider fans. The halftime show from Farmer State Bank is over. The kids have gone out and thrown the ball around in the yard. But now it's time to get back to the third quarter and your host, Stephen Shires.
All right, buddy, welcome back. We get ready to start the second half. We have you on, Colonel. Let's see if
No, I don't hear myself. There we go.
There we go.
Back in the building.
So it's time for our Ray Jones Chevrolet Keys second half. We kind of talked about this.
We did, and I'm not going to change my position. I've had time to reflect.
Yes.
And reconsider my words, and I stand by them.
Okay, so briefly, top three things. What are the keys?
No more careless mistakes.
Right.
No more careless penalties.
Right.
And score more points.
Yeah, right, exactly. I'm going to add, continue to really pound on that option and stop that first man.
Right.
All right, that's it. That's our Ray Jones Chevrolet Keys the second half. Go see Marlon and the guys at Ray Jones Chevrolet there on Highway 96 North for your vehicle, for your General Motor Chevrolet vehicles of your choice.
Ford. Yeah.
You're a Ford guy?
I am Ford.
You
But
go see his brother.
You know, the
Kevin.
Sierra is a nice truck.
Yeah.
It's a nice truck. It is. It really is. And, you know,
well, I've got a Silverado truck that I've had since 2003, and it still runs like a charm.
Man, that is a plug and a half for the old Silverado.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I heard those things run on Chuck Norris movies and hurricanes.
They do.
I have a Traverse, the mighty Traverse, and it runs on unleaded gas.
That's just as good, right?
I wanted to play.
You know, the Ray Jones Chevrolet has always been a big supporter of everything. The community and the kids, and they've given up their facility for the Poultry Festival Broiler Show.
Yep.
Just great supporters of the community and sell quality vehicles.
That's right.
Always have a great inventory over there.
Oh, yeah. All right, so the Rough Riders are going to be kicking off on the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff to start the third quarter. So we'll see the defense will have a chance to go out there and take care of some business.
So again, Riders down by a point, 14-13.
Come on, get a quick 3 and out here.
Yep.
Get the ball score and change the tone of this game.
We got high kick. It's going to fall. It's going to be collected at the 20 and bring it back toward the
Plenty of riders
middle of the
there.
field.
Let's
and
get them on the ground.
Yep, and they do at the 30-yard line. So we're going to see here if we, again, I want to see us come out with aggression and play with our hair on fire.
Yep.
It's just been a couple plays, especially like their touchdown on the pass. Where
Right. We had a guy with a free shot at the quarterback, and they grabbed the shoulder pads and pulled him back. I mean, it was as obvious as it could be. And then they also, don't forget, on that very play, both their backs were moving towards the line of scrimmage when the ball was snapped. So that, not that we still got to maintain coverage and not get lost, which was an initial key to the game. But there were some significant lapses of.
So here they go. This time they're going to
toss to the field out of the pro back set.
Yeah,
they were out of split backs there.
That's right. So, Colonel, tell everybody the difference briefly from the power eye and the pro set.
Well, power eyes, you got 3 people in line with the center. You got the quarterback, the fullback, and the running back or halfback, tailback, and an eye, I guess. And then you've got an extra back that's offset right or left. That would be the power back.
Yes.
So here we're back in the power eye.
Yes, we
power
see that.
eye to the boundary. They're going to shift. They're going to go power eye with a tight end.
I mean, they've really loaded it up to the left.
They're going to run the toss to the field.
Going to get a good 7 yards on that play.
We've got to get extra support there from the second level.
Yeah. Again, they did not run it to the field, not once. In the first time, they were saving that.
And they shifted it to there. They shifted to it there, and we didn't bring a whole lot over there.
So 2nd down and 3.
There it is to the field again. Looks like that's a second half plan they have.
Yeah, a good plan. I mean, but it was one that I kind of expected.
We got somebody coming off the edge, fullback right up the middle. Cody Atkinson's on him.
But he picks up 10.
We got to maintain our gaps inside.
Yeah. We did a good job of that earlier on. I mean, we had Radney's not in there at the moment, but Radney was taking care of that.
He's in there at left defensive tackle.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I couldn't see. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's the power eye.
We're pinching. We've got 4 guys inside the tackles there.
There we go.
There we go.
Down that time. So he gets off the bottom of the.
Little Colonel getting in off the bottom, and the other Radney.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's a general now, right?
Yes. I know.
It was the law firm of Radney and the general.
That's right. So 2nd down and 10.
There we go.
They're going to
run the field, pull back. There we go. Modest gain.
Right. Going to pick up 2 or 3 on that.
That was 3rd and 7 here.
Right. That was an off tackle play.
Yep. That may have been that old veer.
That's exactly what it looked like, the veer to me.
They do. They are a veer team, and it's amazing. They weren't at all back in September.
I was afraid to say it. I'll admit I was afraid to say it. That looked like the veer.
Trust your
sure
eyes,
enough,
Steven.
it was.
Trust your eyes. All right, here we go. Power eye again. We're going to run toss to the field, and again, we don't have any secondary run support.
Tumbling on the run. He's been the main back this drive.
That was first half. What did I say, Chris? They've got us what?
They got to protect the investment.
They got us outflanked.
Outflanked. Lord Cornwallis would be proud of them.
And they also have to outflank.
Lord Cornwallis would be proud of them.
Yeah. So now we'll see if they come back and run it.
Yes, sir.
Fields back this way.
Yep, look at that. Sure enough.
And we've got only 3 guys outside the tight end. Now we have 1. And there we go. Quarterback tried to keep it, and he has nowhere to go. There's plenty of people there ill-tempered. We got the Dream in there making a play.
So he did give it off to 10.
Okay.
But there were so many.
That's a tight mesh in there.
Yeah, it is. So I can bring up second down. Actually lost a half yard, so second down and 10.5. And again, they're coming back out in that power formation. Again,
looks like we got double eagle look in there.
Yep. There's a fake pitch.
Pitch,
nice
quarterback.
Play. Well done.
Comes the other way. Where are we at?
Yep.
They're going deep into the old split back veer playbook.
Yeah. If we weren't behind, I'd enjoy it. I love the veer. There was a time when it was absolutely unstoppable.
Yeah.
So it's going to be first down and goal. Or is it first? Yes, first down and goal. They're right on the 10. We'll pitch out to the left.
Got to get some people. There we go. We got a hold. Going to get a hold.
Was it called?
I saw a flag come flying in.
Yep, there it is. Right at the 10-yard line, Chris Wallington. Right by the 10. He's going to go to the official.
Yep.
But, yeah, it was a hold. They've actually been doing that quite a few times.
Yeah.
Because the problem is it's right at the point of attack.
Right.
So that's going to set up first and goal from the 20.
If you're a Rough Rider, that's a little better. Coming out of halftime with a 1-point deficit and just giving up lots of yards, big chunks, but now advantage Riders.
So 3 minutes gone from the quarter on this drive. Key play here for both teams. The Riders can make a minimal gain here, force a minimal gain, then it's going to put Rusk in a difficult situation. Yeah. Oh, we just missed him.
He is beyond the line of scrimmage. He was beyond the line of scrimmage.
My goodness. It's just, we're right there. We had two guys
watching him catch it.
But I thought we had him sacked.
I did too.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Yeah, and we got kids with their jerseys turned all over them.
Tell you what, Counselor, we talked about it pregame. It's always a game with the Rusk Eagles.
Yeah.
Throw the records out, throw the rankings out, whether it's for playoffs or not.
All right, here we go. The pro set.
He's not going in.
Yep. Didn't get close. The Riders sniffed that out. So with that, folks, but the score is 20-13. We'll be back with the Shelby Savings kickoff next.
People come to Covington Lumber Building and Supply because they have home construction projects, and one of those, plumbing projects. Covington's got you covered. They have the showers and the tubs to get you started, and they have all the different fixtures and lots of different choices to round out the project. Then they have the tools that you need to make the things happen. It's all yours at Covington Lumber.
It's the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. Colonel, the Riders got to wake up.
Yep. Yep. We've got to do something with this ball, and then we need to get it back and do something with it again.
Yeah.
It looks like they're still kind of in the locker room, too, a little bit.
Yeah.
If you're an Eagle fan, the Dairy Queen play of the game was that touchdown we just saw, though.
So far, yeah.
Well, there's two of them. We've seen two like that.
Yeah, that was a big, lots of shifting to kick the ball out of bounds.
Right. Not quite what you want to do. So the Riders going to start with excellent field position.
it felt like maybe that kicker didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
I saw my kids, they used to do that. I'd ask them to do something, and then they'd look at me, and they'd do it absolutely wrong, and then they'd look at me again.
Right.
I want to see if you change your mind on it being wrong.
Yeah, right.
Is it still wrong?
Yeah, so the Rough Riders are going to start on their own 48, down 7, 20-13.
Not what was expected or scripted at all, but now the good news is it's a good game.
Going to head off to Blueford. He's going to struggle, and he's going to end up making 2.5, 3 yards just off a pure individual effort.
But that's looks like a pretty good job, either a really good job of the Eagles up front or a poor job of the Riders up front. I'm not sure which it was, but there was very little for Blueford to do.
They're going to give us 2 to 3 yards on that.
Yeah, I think that's right.
All right, brought everybody in the house. We get a block. We had both receivers miss both blocks. We're probably scoring there if one of them gets a block.
Right.
But that'll bring up 3rd and short.
Right, so, third down and about 3. You're right, Colonel. We made some good, yardage on there. Yeah, there's nobody out there.
It's just the 2 guys that made the tackle.
Yeah. If we can get that blocked up,
we have got to convert here.
Yeah.
There, we're going to convert. We might score. Just outrun them. No, stay straight ahead. Where are you going? He made that a lot harder than he needed to.
Blueford wanted some contact.
And now his helmet's off.
Right. Anyway, it is a Ray Jones Chevrolet Chris
First down!
First down here for the Rough Riders.
And there was also a Hope Medical injury report question. Would we see Villegas, number 22? We haven't so far today. Yeah,
you will not. I believe I saw him in street clothes over there.
Okay.
We're going to bring in, is that number 12 for us in the backfield, I think? Just, the other Villegas.
There you go. I was going to say, just keep taking advantage of that because that's easy.
There,
a block.
We get the block.
There's a block, and they're going to call hold.
Well,
and we're going to get a personal foul on top of it.
Man, oh man. What
was
key
careless mistakes and careless penalties.
So
where did the hold happen?
It happened at the point of attack.
No, it happened It happened.
Well, the point of attack was the receiver right there. It was on number 1 receiver.
But it was 12, 15 yards down the field, though, I think.
And then after he blocked the guy came back to him and he pushed him. The kid fell down, add 15 yards.
Right. So it's going to be. So it would normally be first down and.
It'll be a first down, but it'll be first. It won't be a first and goal. Well, it should have been a touchdown.
Yeah. But I mean, I think it would have been a first down and 8, but now it's going to not go back 15 from that.
Yeah.
So this is going to be about a 25-yard penalty?
Yes. Well, it's going to be a 6-point in 25 yards.
Yeah, it's about as big as a penalty ever gets.
Just can't do that.
No.
You can't lose your cool. So here's the official. I guess the hold.
So it'll be 1st and 25 for the Riders.
See, I think it'll be 1st and 23 because I think the hold occurred beyond the first down marker. So it's going to be first down in a long way.
Yeah,
let's get a play in.
That's unfortunate, y'all.
Let's get a play in.
There we go. I think we need to. We'll just continue to throw that ball. I mean, it's 1-on-1. Wolf's going to keep it. He's going to get through. He's going to get tripped up.
Now, can we get a unsportsmanlike there?
Yeah, what was he seeing? That was way late.
Yeah, he's trying to push our guy over our quarterback. Pushed our guy in the back.
Yeah, that's going to be a couple yards on that. It's going to be 2nd down.
Let's get a play in.
About 19?
Yeah, looks about 19-ish.
So here we go. We're going to have 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
Two of the 4 receivers. 2 right, 2
Oh,
left.
right. 2 and 2. That's right.
There we go. Drop back pass. We're going to throw the out. Dropped it.
Yeah.
Leave us unable to make that catch. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah. It would not have been that much of a gain.
No.
But it's going to be 3rd down. We're going to say 19.
And given where we are on the field, unless you lose yards on this, you probably go for it regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're an empty, so you can expect 6 to 7 guys, and they bring in 7. Bring in 7, and it'll be another loss.
Yeah. That's right. They got the numbers.
Yeah.
You've got to get rid of it. You got to
or get in front of it.
Yeah.
And get upfield.
Linebacker Dayton Perry made the play.
So it's good. We're going to be back.
But we knew that from first half.
Yeah,
Counselor.
Yeah, we did. 4th down and 21. So it's a long way to go. Again, 2 wide receivers on each side.
Bring an overloaded blitz. Too many people. And it'll be Rusk ball almost at midfield.
From a touchdown.
That was a
to return the ball on downs.
30-yard and negative 6-point drive. Negative 30 and negative 6 points.
Yeah, it went back to the 45-yard line after having what we thought was a score. Crazy.
We need some kids to step up here and make some plays.
Yeah, crazy turn of events. But we have some folks from the Rusk area that are still watching NETSN. Rusk for a long time was a NETSN school. If you're watching, you've got to be excited. This is an unexpected circumstance. Halfway through the 3rd quarter, your big underdogs up by a touchdown with the ball.
All right, so back in that power eye, this time to the sideline.
Yep.
Going to be a nice gain on 1st down. Going to be a 6-yard, 7-yard gain. Bring up 2nd down and 3.
Some of those big guys in red making it happen.
And the clock continues to tick down.
Yeah.
Rough Riders cannot afford to give up points here, as they are clearly informing at offense at this point.
Yes, they are. All right, here we go. Power this time to the wide side of the field. And here comes the toss.
Riders got people getting blocked in the back, tackled.
Yep.
That's a penalty right there. They just need to throw the flag, but they're not.
All right, so that's going to be a 1st down. And they will move.
Move across midfield.
Yes.
All the momentum going right to left in the shade of red now. Time for a big stop for the Riders.
All right, so now we're on the power eye. And they're going to go right up the middle. There's going to be a nice gain on that play.
What point?
And big number 60 in red. Big number 72.
I mean, 2nd down and a yard.
I mean, that's the amongst the most basic play in the playbook, and they just ground it. Doing that against the Riders as well or better than anyone this year.
All right, so the Riders going to line up. Sorry, the Eagles line up again. Again, the power I formation to the right. They're going to toss. They have a bad toss, and the Riders are there, but they only needed 2 yards, and they're going to pick up the 1st down.
Just barely, but they made it.
So Atkinson on the stop. It's going to be another 1st down for Rusk as go under 4 minutes here in the 3rd period.
Got to get a stop here, guys, or a turnover.
Yep. Definitely got to do that. So
got to disrupt.
So now they switch.
They're going to last time they did this, they ran toss to the field.
Toss to the field, and you know it's
coming. And we've got one extra guy overhanging. I'd run it too.
There it is. Oh, they get it blocked
and we got our defensive end got tackled again. Our defensive end got tackled again, and we're not going to call a penalty.
All right, so that's a Rusk touchdown. Well, hold on just a second.
Yeah, appears to be something going on here.
Hold on, let's see if they got it. There it is.
Call it.
That's on the perimeter, but that's not what happened at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, well, back-to-back scoring drives, one for each team. Across the goal line is not to be.
The fact is they're holding on the perimeter every single play, but it's not a hold unless it gets called. But it does get called here in a critical moment.
Brings up an unusual down and distance.
Yeah.
After a penalty.
So it's going to be first down and, 6?
This could be the toss to the boundary again or the fake toss.
Yeah.
Again, toss the other way. Got to get him on the ground.
Yeah.
Atkinson again, but looks like they may be marking it just shy of the first down marker.
Let's see. Yep, second down and a foot. Well, it looks like we had it contained on that play, but it's just
inside out's not getting there.
Yeah, it's just difficult because you don't see this.
They're coming forward and then out instead of filling the lane.
Yep.
Coach Welch's decision to change strategies mid-year paying off. The Eagles have been in some district games that they weren't expected to be in at all.
Once again, the Riders
come toss this way, you can expect.
Yeah, you can almost guarantee it. Nope, they're going to fake it.
There you go. We got them short.
Yeah, no gain on that.
Outthought themselves on that play.
They had two downs.
Yeah.
They were trying to get him free by himself coming out the back door.
That's right.
Second short, you could take a chance. You can be creative.
Riders really need this to be a lost yardage play.
Yeah. Because it's almost certainly 4-down territory. But it's 3rd down and 1 here as we're under 2.5 minutes to go in the quarter. The Rusk Eagle offense has dominated time of possession here. And there we go.
Look at that. That's what we needed.
Atkinson
shot that A gap.
Comes in.
Shot that A gap. Made a play.
Do you call it a sack when the?
That's a tackle for a loss.
Yeah. Okay. All he's doing is trying to hand off. Man, that was impressive.
Yep.
All right. Now they got to think about it. We can't have a lapse here. We've got to have a stop.
If I'm Rusk, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I line up in the power to the field and run that wide side toss. We have yet to be able to keep them from getting at least 3 or 4 yards. They're going to power to the other side though. Let's see if they shift.
Watch that fake pitch, and we jump.
Got it the easy way. No, he wanted it. The jump was from energy and excitement, but
you can't do that.
That's right. They took advantage of it. Well done by Rusk.
Yeah. Well done by the quarterback with the cadence. So it's going to be 1st down and 10.
Got to get that ball.
Yeah, the power eye. And here comes the fake toss. The Riders are there.
Good. We look like we're locking in. It's taking us 3 quarters. Looks like we're locking in.
Number 10 for the Riders in on that stop. Demarion Hill.
Demarion Hill,
not a name that we haven't called all that often this year. Big play there.
All right. Sound like a broken record. Here comes the power I formation to the left.
Need to make a play.
And here's the toss.
There we go. There we go.
Number
Good
19
job.
for the Riders.
That's old Radney getting out there.
Yeah, Radney comes in and makes
he
the
took
play.
a real good angle there.
He did. That's how you defend that.
3rd and long.
So not Jace on that play, but Kaysen.
There is an absolute street mugging going on our defensive ends on that. There's 2 guys grab them either side.
They're going.
This is you, Colonel. You and I have a differing philosophy on that. If it's not called, it's a good block. But yeah, they are holding on every single play.
I would submit for your consideration, if you're teaching kids to grab, then you're doing the game a disrespect, because that's not how the game's played.
I got you. So that's the end of the quarter. Rusk up 20-13. We'll be right back.
Over the years, most of us have collected a lot of stuff, but where is all that stuff? Down home. So when it starts piling up, you go with Down Home Storage, climate-controlled place for your down home stuff. So if you need a new set of tires, Center Tire's the place to go? Check. What if you just need one tire repaired? Check. But what if your car needs an oil change or it needs to be aligned? Check and check. It's all there at Center Tire. The team at McAdams Propane is committed to fueling generations of East Texans. And the work Billy Bob and Lisa McAdams started is growing under Josh's leadership. What began in Center has grown into Livingston and Marshall, Henderson and Carthage. For propane, it's McAdams.
3rd and long.
Yeah,
We got to get a stop, guys.
Yep. Time to put up or shut up. We need
lock our guys down.
That's right.
Get to that ball.
Because ideally, you set them up. If they don't get many yards, then you force them into perhaps a throw.
Here we go, shifting over. Pitch to the field. Here we go. Got to get there.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah. You don't even need to know who that was.
Yep.
Oh,
that young man regrets running that football.
Yeah. That was what you call a violent hit.
When he hit the ground, his eyes saw his feet.
Yeah. So that's 4th down.
4th and 5.
4th and 5.
I gained about 3 before he was pummeled, but that may be the hit of the season. 4th and 5.
That was, yeah. Got to give the Rusk kid
Power
credit
out of the
for getting
field.
up.
Power out of the field. Is this their go-to?
Yep.
He's going to roll out.
Did we get it?
Almost.
He couldn't keep
Colonel, or the general.
That's going to be a turnover anyway.
That's true.
Rider defense.
Did you notice what was happening to his jersey, Chris?
I actually did. I couldn't tell if it was 15 or 15.
Right. Anyway, it's a turnover. That's what the Rough Rider defense needed. So we'll see if that sparks the offense to come back.
It's poetic that the last 2 plays of that drive were made by 2 seniors.
Yep.
Bad intentions just let that young man know that there is a price to pay for running the football.
Right. That was a jaw rattler.
And just playing good, sound, position, strong defense there at the last play. All right, let's get our heads up in our stances. Let's block the people wearing red, and let's get this ball down the field, score, and get 2 points.
So here we go. Rider step in. 2 receivers to the left. They're going to throw that inside slant, which should be there all night long.
Slant with a flare by the back. He's settling down in that zone.
Yep. That's going to move the chains. So Rough Rider 1st down. Brought to you by Ray Jones Chevrolet.
1st and 10 for the Rough Riders from their own 30-yard line.
So
we're going to hit Bluford on the swing pass. Some gentlemen from Rusk here believe that they see a hold.
Right.
Good tackle by number 4.
Yeah, nice stop. I mean, you don't normally see Bluford being brought down by one guy.
Yeah, Trenton Pepin went low and paid off.
He ran through his thigh boards there.
Yeah.
I think if we can pop one inside, it's going to go for a while. I don't know. Some people closer to the play to me that thought that there may have been some hands on the face mask, but
they were ready for it.
They were ready. They were waiting on, but we still picked up 3.
Yeah, picked up a couple yards on that, so it's going to be
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Are we in 4-down territory? I don't think so.
Not yet.
Well, if it's 4th and 1,
I think
maybe.
we need to convert this, though.
Yeah.
Definitely think we need to convert this. Here we go. We're going to throw the hitch. He's got to get that 1st down, get in there. It's going to be short.
It's going to be short. But I
don't know. Look at the spot. We're on the line.
Yeah, I think they're going the way. I think we're short.
He's standing right on the line.
He's standing on the line. We might have got a good
moving the chain.
We got lucky on that one. So we're going to hear from it from next door. They don't like that call.
Yeah.
But I think we were short, but we caught a break.
Hand off to Bluford.
Nice defense there.
Yeah, there's just people flying in everywhere.
No gain.
Maybe we go back to our H-back set a little bit.
Yeah.
Try to neutralize some of those free hitters they have.
All right, so 2nd down and 10 here. They're going to swing it out. There we do swing it out late. Nice move by Bluford.
Miss. He's got to get the 1st down. He looks like he's hurt.
Yeah.
Looks like he came up lame there.
Yeah, let's see if he gets up.
He's going to get up. Come on, man.
Yeah, he didn't kick it into gear on that one.
He didn't. He looked like he was trying to cut back inside. Now, I don't see what he's seeing.
Yeah, I think his mind and his body were competing there.
Right. I mean, but ideally you keep it to the outside.
Yeah, there was plenty of green grass out there.
Yeah. So here we go. 3rd down and 2 for the Rough Riders.
We're going to quick pass.
Yeah,
we need to get that too. We're going to get it.
That's like taking candy from a baby.
Great block on the outside there. Great block. Great block. He drove him out of bounds. Great job. Yeah. Who was that? Was that Olivas? That was a great block by Eli.
Yeah. But, that's like taking candy from a baby like we talked about. That's there all night. The way Rusk is trying to defend us,
right?
We should be able to.
Well, they've got everybody.
Yeah.
Except for man coverage within 5 yards of the football.
Just like they should run toss wide every time. We should just throw that until they stop it. Here we go.
Take care of the football. Take care of the football.
Yeah, that's coming
they're going
back.
to throw the flag.
Can't do that.
Oh, he said he's holding me.
I don't think so. I think that's probably a good call. We didn't need it. Just didn't need it. It's like you go back to your keys. Yeah. Didn't need to do that.
Didn't need to do it.
But if we don't win this game, it's going to be because of stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because there's been we just lost people in coverage for 2 of their touchdowns.
I mean that play was 9 yards. That hole was 9 yards down the field. Did not need to do
plays.
It. Get into Villegas. Nice move by Villegas. He just trucked somebody.
A nice move. He had a little room inside. He cut it upfield.
Right. He broke a tackle right there. Right.
And he made one cut and went.
Yeah.
And not 5.
Yeah. So that's going to be a Ray Jones Chevrolet
1st down.
Thank you, Mr. Wallington.
Snap the ball. They're not ready. Snap the ball. Snap the ball. Here we go. You're going to throw the ball. Here we go.
Oh.
Got to make that catch.
Yep.
Yeah, he knows it.
Yeah, because, again, it's pitch and catch. You got to do that. 2nd down and 10. We are in the Chris Mayfield State Farm red zone. Got to cash it in.
Yeah.
Got to go to the pay window.
Let's be real decisive on these runs again. There we go. You're going to take it deep.
He's got him. He had him beat. That was there. That was the number 7 for the Rough Riders. J.K. Barnes, and he had separation. Mm-hmm. The ball was there. He just couldn't snatch it down.
You know, those kind of plays, our receivers haven't had a lot of opportunity to go up and do those kind of things, but this year
we're in a 3rd and 10 now. We got to do something.
They've had a chance. They've done it most of the time. They just not happening this evening.
Wolf's going to scramble
and we're
around.
going to call a hold here. They could have been calling it all night. We're going to catch a touchdown.
But it'll be off
and
or
it's going
not.
to be bring it back for a hold. On their touchdown, they were definitely holding. I'm getting chippy here, Counselor. I'll calm down.
Good.
It's the third score. Well, it's not true. 2 scores and then a gain down to the 1 yard line that have been brought back by penalties.
And we got a flag. Another flag.
Talking trash. So that's the second consecutive score brought back with double penalties.
Yep.
Wow.
Just can't do that.
That'll bring up a 3rd and, see, 15, 20, 25, 30, 32 yards. 3rd and 32. And we can actually convert this.
Yeah.
All things equal, we can convert this.
Kind of critical, though. 7:26 to go in the game. Down by 1 touchdown, 7 points.
Yeah, time is starting to become an issue at this point.
How many more times can you go down and cross the goal line?
We need at least 15 yards here. And they're bringing the house. Screen. Here we go. He will.
Great tackle.
That's all right. We got the 15 yards, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 2, Drew Lane, the defensive back, is momentarily a Rusk hero, but a big chunk of yardage, but still 4th and 20.
Let's try number 1 again.
Yeah.
Because I think he was pulling jersey the last time. And they're going to play with no safety again. They're just keeping their dice rolled. And
Darrenus, come and get it.
I mean, but again, a skinny post or a slant would do it.
Throw it.
There it is. That's touch.
Yep. Good call.
Cheaters never win, baby.
That's it. Great call.
Yep. That's a touch. He saved a touchdown, though.
Yeah, that's actually
was 6.
A great call and a good play.
That was an easy 6.
Yeah.
He had to do it.
He was beat on the route.
Yep.
And he raked the hands before the ball got there.
That'll be 15 yards and a Ray Jones Chevrolet.
First down.
Excellent call by the official.
And it's going to get into the Chris Mayfield State Farm red zone again.
But that's what we got to do is we got to punish them with that kind of play.
That will be 15 from the previous spot.
And an automatic
first down.
So 3rd and 32, 1st and 10.
We're going to throw it to Cooks. He's going to get by the first guy, get by the second guy.
He's down inside the. That should be a first down.
Yep.
Yeah, close. And got out of bounds.
So that's going to be 1st and goal. Going to be.
Is that Decaden hopping off over there? Hope he's all right.
I think he is.
Charlie horsed up. We're going to go empty.
Yeah.
They're going to bring 7. We need to be prepared for it. Unless we're running a quarterback draw straight up the middle.
3 to the right.
There it is.
Good. And it's going to be a touchdown. Oh.
Big collision, and I thought he was going to go say something to the
I
player.
hope he's all
Instead,
right.
he went and handed it to the referee.
He's all right. All right, good deal. He looks fine.
I think Easton's fine. I just worry about the little guy.
Yeah.
That's a little guy back there that delivered a big hit.
Mm-hmm. What are we going for 2 or we're kicking here? Good.
You're a kick, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely kick.
Very good call, very good play, and huge extra point.
We got to get a stop. We cannot let them out of the run in the field. Got it.
It's up,
and we're good. Game is tied.
Yeah, I think we've only missed 2 of those all year. That one is absolute money. Tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
All right, folks, we'll be right back. Get ready for this exciting conclusion of this ball game.
Diamond B Cafe on the corner of Tenaha and Timpson is open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. until 8 p.m. and on the Lord's Day Sunday, 7 until 2. Diamond B Cafe was voted the best breakfast in Shelby County, and that breakfast or dinner menu is available anytime that they're open. So stop on by Diamond B Cafe and visit the Brandons on the corner of Tenaha and Timpson in Center.
One of the things that Scott Watson was passionate about was staying up to date. He wanted his facility to be comfortable, but not comfortable like you remembered it growing up. From the lobby to the spacious and modern chapel, Watson & Sons never stops getting better. The Watsons, their family serving yours.
Shelby Savings Bank kickoff coming here for the Rough Riders. Well, it's just what I said in my pregame brief.
What you said.
3 touchdown favorites here, but you throw that out the window when you come to Rusk, Texas.
And it's when Rusk comes to center, it's the same, but it seems to be even more so from Jim Swing Field. And one good thing I'm glad about, they got rid of that dang siren. Remember it?
Yeah. All right, so
we offsides? We were offsides on that. We were offsides. The first kicker was offsides.
Yeah. So anyway, they
dropped the flag.
Yeah, it's the penalty. So I'm sure they'll take the play and add Tech 5 onto it.
Yeah.
Critical series of downs here. Go back, Derek.
But it makes me wonder the design of it.
Right. Well, yeah. Yes. A little too cute. But we're at a point again. Dairy Queen play of the game may be the pass interference call. We were in or the play before it. We were at third and like Pierce says a cab ride.
Right.
I think it's third in a short airplane ride, a commuter train, and we're able to get a huge chunk on third down, and on fourth we draw the pass interference.
Got to get a stop here.
Yep. So now here we go.
Have they attempted an extra point tonight, Chris?
No.
So we can assume they have to score a touchdown. You go fullback.
There we
He's
go.
going down. He's going down in a blaze of glory.
So once again, you have. Let's see. We have 30. We have Simmons.
That's a really, really good point, by the way, Counselor. But may not have a kicking game.
No.
Well, that was the Colonel.
They're going to have to score.
Right. Well,
like
we haven't seen.
We haven't seen him.
We haven't seen a kicker. All right. I formation.
Watch out for the total toss. Here it comes.
Yeah. To the short side of the field.
Where are people at? We got plenty of them. We got plenty of them. Good.
Yeah. They're going back to running it to the short side of the field.
Huge third down here, Chris. Huge third down.
Yeah. About as big a third down as there's been this season.
Yep.
Especially for the defense. Third down and 32 was a pretty big one for the offense a while ago.
It was. They kept going down the field.
I don't know. This is our first squeaker in a while,
right.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Here we go. Watch this counter. Watch the counter.
Yeah.
There it is. Pressure coming. Get him on the ground.
Yes,
sir.
Once again, number 33 for the Rough Riders.
That's 23.
Oh, is that 23?
No, that's 33.
Yeah, it's Zamar Jones.
There we go.
So they're going to have to punt.
They're going to have to punt.
They're going to have to punt now. They've got a good punter, though. He punted earlier. I thought he was a very good punt.
Punt safe here. Nothing funny.
Yeah.
Play defense.
There is a place kicker on the roster.
Play defense. Who we got fielding this? Who's that back there? Levis?
I believe so. Right. Don't need any heroics.
No, we just need to get the ball in decent field position. All right, good.
Oh.
We don't need that. They can't advance it, so that ball's going to be where he muffed it. It's going to be where he caught it. They can't advance it.
But my goodness gracious, Colonel. It's the one thing we said could not happen.
Yep, ball will be right there at the 13-yard line. 1st and 10, Rusk.
My goodness. Big third down stand, the sack.
Yep.
Forced the punt. and hand it back.
You don't ever reach above your head.
Yeah, you don't ever. Yeah, you never field a punt that way.
Above your head.
And Olivas, had he returned punts?
Not yet this year.
It's been Cooks back there most of the time, but we saw him go off.
Yeah.
With a tweak. All right.
Now we just got to get a turnover.
Yeah, what we saw, very good punt there.
Where we at?
There we
go.
are.
We had it hemmed up. We had people coming inside out. That's a good job.
We're going back, we'll see if we're able to stop them, if there is a field goal kicker that has the ability to make any sort of.
This is going to kill another 3 minutes.
Yeah. Atkinson makes the stop on Tumbling for no gain, but you're right. The clock becomes a real factor. Rough Riders have all their timeouts, so does Rusk.
There we go.
There we go. Atkinson.
Twigger's quick.
Boy, he is taking over the game. When things were unraveling, you could see him arms waving, pointing, becoming a leader, not just through action, but through the verbiage as well.
All right.
Rally the troops.
Yep, third
down. Chris, another big third down.
Yeah. And I think maybe this one was bigger than the last one.
It definitely is.
Yep.
Because they're going to go for it. I think they're going to run just straight toss. There we go.
Boom.
Boom. Excellent.
Did he have the ball? He did.
Had the ball.
Yeah. Number 23 for the.
Yeah.
Torres came through.
He came straight through on A-gap. Bullet. He had a bullet stunt there.
Another handoff sack. I love it.
So it brings up 4th down.
And 9.
And 9.
9 from the 19-yard line. I'm sorry, the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
15-yard line.
They're letting the clock run down before they stop it to talk about it. You see Overstreet talking to the coaches. They're watching the clock.
All right, folks. We'll take a quick break, hear from a couple sponsors, and we'll be back. We're getting down to the crunching time here. Tie score 20-20.
Hey, y'all got a dirty truck.
Well, then take it to Joe's Car Spa for a spa day.
At Joe's, they make them shine.
And they're standing by to work with the community.
They was elected best of Shelby County this year, and it's called Joe's, but it probably ought to be called Reed since Reed Grant owns it.
So, Billy Don, when it's time for your car or truck to have a spa day, where do you... One of the things that Scott Watson was passionate about was staying up to date. He wanted his facility to be comfortable, but not comfortable like you remembered it growing up. From the lobby to the spacious and modern chapel, Watson & Sons never stops getting better. The Watsons, their family serving yours.
All right, here we go. 4th down.
He's going to
throw it.
And he is.
It's intercepted.
You got to get out of the end zone. Take a knee, take a knee, take a knee.
What is he doing?
What is he doing? What are we doing? There's a flag in the end zone.
Yeah. The longer you play, the better chance there is for something like that to happen, but still.
Well, the flag's going to have to be some kind of blocking infraction.
Yeah, after the interception.
Hold on.
I mean, there clearly was no interference on the play.
Did he fake taking a knee?
Well, he's trying to take the knee. It's hard to do when you're running like that. I agree. I'm not sure if he was maybe trying.
Whatever it is, they're waving it off.
Okay.
All right. Huge play by the Rider defense. Who was that? I didn't see who that was.
That was Caden Cooks.
Was it Cooks that got
I think
it?
so. It looked like it.
He was trying to take that one 100.
Yeah, it would have been a little better, wouldn't it, if he just knocked it down?
Yep.
No, right at the same. Right,
Okay,
we're right
about
at the
same.
20.
Yeah, all right. You're right.
Oh, I know about knocking it down. I was talking about if he took a knee in the end zone.
Yeah. It looked like he was trying to take a knee to me. What we got going on here? All right. Let's just block, folks, and let's take care of the football, and let's go score. We got 2 minutes, 29 seconds, a full rack of timeouts. We got plenty of time.
Yep.
What's the holdup here?
Whatever the case.
I know. Colonel, I'd continue to just throw it out the Cooks. I'd do that all the way down the field.
Yeah.
Until they I don't know if they have the ability to stop it.
All right, here we go. Nobody has to be a hero. You just got to execute.
Yep. Wolf's going to keep it. Makes a nice move. Makes a spin move.
Another move. Look at him.
He's still going. He's down. There we are, 45-yard line.
Oh, my.
Great run.
Yep. That gets us out of the shot of the end zone. Now let's get across midfield.
Easton with a huge play there.
Throw it out there. Got a block.
Again, that's like taking candy from a baby.
Yep. I still like this matchup down here, though.
Yeah, we haven't gone. We've only gone to it a couple
times. He
went
to it once in the end zone, but I think if we get him on a trot and let him run underneath it.
Rusk actually did a good job that time.
Be hard to do with their coach on the numbers, though.
Yeah.
2 minutes and 12 seconds. We're coming up on that 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
Let's do so. There we go.
There it is.
Inside, hit it.
All right, so we're gonna get 3 or 4 on that.
Then that's gonna walk us into the 2-minute warning.
Yep.
Yeah, make it 5. Make it 6 on that.
All right, it's going to set up there. We'll leave it here. Chris Wallington.
Yeah. First of all,
have you gone? When's the last time you gone to the gym?
That's too long. I need to go talk to Danbert at the Forge and say, hey, hook me up.
Yep.
Let me get started. But I'm old enough to where I need to take it easy. So I may need him to be my personal trainer.
Wide range of implements there for a lot of different activities.
Yeah. That's true.
Exercises.
But more important than that was the Aurora Concept postgame, which is either going to be very exciting or very sad. Here in this last 2 minutes, it will determine it.
Yep.
And even more important than that, what do you call right here?
You keep calling plays that go forward.
Them forward plays.
The one that gets you at least 5 yards.
At the end of that play, most of the center Rough Rider coaching staff was out on the field. John with the refs. There must have been something going on there.
Well, I think they had a guy. They had a guy that dogpiled that jumped in.
Yeah, jumped in.
Right.
And I heard a few voices make their way over here, said it's been like that after every play, and you haven't done anything. So they're out there advocating for our kids. Need to convert this 3rd down.
And they're coming, so.
How about quarterback sweep to the left?
Yeah.
There we go. Looks like we're going to – no, we're not.
Oh,
we're not down yet.
But he bounced.
He
bounced.
He did.
It's like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Bluford's
Who
bounce.
do we have on the field here?
Right, you get the Bluford bludgeon, now you get the Bluford bounce. Wow, what a play.
I thought that was over, and he just kept his feet and kept plugging. Be good for a quick timeout.
Yeah, we can
do a little business.
The team at McAdams Propane is committed to fueling generations of East Texans, and the work Billy Bob and Lisa McAdams started is growing under Josh's leadership. What began in Center has grown into Livingston and Marshall, Henderson and Carthage. For propane, it's McAdams.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning. Center Glass can also renovate your bathroom, Turn your fixtures and shower into something entirely new and unique to your home.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Minute 53 to go. Riders first down and 10 after a tremendous run.
Good snap.
Yep.
Easton going to run it. Got some room on the left side. There we go. Man, I just don't like the guy coming down on his head as he's going to the ground.
Yeah, I know.
I wish we would not let that happen.
Significant what you said, good snap, because Jamie Jenkins was down on the last play. He got up on his own power. He got off the field.
Looks like he's
and
coming back.
I believe that's him coming back. But
good deal.
Big single play by number 50. Who is that?
Yeah, 50 is Arroyo.
Eric Arroyo.
Big single play, perfect snap.
There we
There's
go.
a hole.
Straight
Oh,
up the middle of the field. There we go.
That's 6, baby.
Yep.
Count that one. Put that one in the playbook.
No flags.
They have guys just falling down trying to get penalties.
Yeah.
I mean, gosh, I just don't like seeing that.
I don't either.
It's disrespectful to the game.
That's right.
But now we got to play defense for a minute and 19 seconds.
That's right.
Yep.
They got a player down outside, out of bounds over there.
But
he got to run over.
What a big drive that was, y'all.
So 1 or 2 here.
I think you can do the 1.
They have not kicked an extra point yet.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll tell you what, we'll do that.
Do you have a conversation?
I think still it's time to do a little business with Plum Crazy Plumbing and Dennis Leiker. There's so many things that's plum crazy about
this whole
tonight.
game's been plum
Crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, center 25-point favorites, and Rusk playing a form of ball that you don't see much anymore, and that they weren't even doing in September.
Right.
Maybe it was the full moon, but I don't know. Just about every quarter has been full of something plum crazy. Thank you, Dennis Leiker. It's a great segment, especially on a night like tonight.
Yep.
All right, and we do have that. We'll watch that play on.
So the obvious
play
thing
here in a
is
second.
you obviously want to go up by a touchdown extra point, but they have not kicked an extra point yet. So assuming they score,
right, it puts everything on that 2
extra,
yards.
that 2 yard, and if all I said is, do we have a conversation? And we will force them to make both of them.
That's right. Let's watch this replay again real fast. So we're going to see Blues will take it. Great
Inside
blocking right
handoff.
up the middle.
Plenty of room inside,
Yeah.
and then our guys downfield are being real smart.
That's right. So our instant replay brought to you by Center Glass. We're going to hear from the other Center Tire. We come back here, Riders with the lead.
So if you need a new set of tires, Center Tire's the place to go? Check. What if you just need one tire repaired? Check. But what if your car needs an oil change or it needs to be aligned? Check and check. It's all there at Center Tire.
Everybody, welcome back again. A great Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. I think, Colonel, you're saying while we were away, let this is kick this one out of the end zone.
If we can do it.
We don't want to return.
If we can at all do it.
Yep. Worm burner something. Chalk up. And we're going to.
It's hitting the ground.
Oh, that's perfect.
Get there. Come on. Oh, no.
Oh, there's a block in the back.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job by Huachapa there.
How they missed the block in the back,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Interesting point called in. Texted in from north of the Mason-Dixon, said, could be that we have not popped a pepper.
No!
Well, that's one person's fault. All right, so Russ did what they needed to do. They got excellent field position.
We need to exercise the pepper hex.
That's right.
Exercised. All right, good.
That's right.
So, all right, here we go. Play defense, man. Play defense. Every play
71
matters.
seconds.
Comes a toss.
Oh, nice job.
There we go.
That was well
Good
done.
job.
He was waiting for him.
Yep.
I believe that was number 3 for the Rough Riders. That's going to be Bracaden Robinson.
Yeah.
Who?
Now, you know what's coming next.
Well, I mean, there's a couple things. They're going to run it gonna pitch it to the.
You know what's coming.
Yeah. Or
he's either gonna throw it.
Yeah. Or that
because the guy's supposed to be covering the guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just comes up on it, or he's gonna fake pitch it and come out and throw it across.
Yep. Yep. So 2nd down.
Lost
12.
2. Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Well, I'll tell you this though, to pick this system up in mid-season.
You
gotta be impressed with the Rusk.
And it's
team to be able to run
possible
this,
they based out of it. They based out. It's possible that was their base set. They just trying to do it from a shotgun spread, and they brought it back in tight.
Well, maybe so, but I mean, I gotta say that they've run it pretty efficiently.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here come the Riders. Oh, they almost get it.
There we go. Make a tackle, open field tackle. There we go. Good job. Good job.
It's going to be a little bit of a game. What are they going to get, about 4 on that?
Well, they got several. Let's say it's going to be a 3rd and about 4, 3rd and 3.
Yep, 3rd and 3.
Blueford playing good defense on that.
Yep.
All right, under a minute to go here, 57 seconds. They're able to get out of bounds. So in the pro set, they're going to throw it. And Riders chasing.
He has a guy that is open, and he is going to catch it. He fumbled it.
He fumbled it.
Riders recover it in the end zone.
Okay, that's either a fumble
or a touchback.
Or
He's signaling touchback.
It is touchback. Oh, my gosh.
What a great
play. That's plumb crazy.
That's plumb crazy.
Hold on. Is that the Caden Cooks?
Oh, my goodness gracious. That's the play of the game. That's the plumb crazy
the
game.
Caden Cooks.
Yes.
Play of the season.
Yes. Touchback Riders football.
He stripped the ball.
That right there, gentlemen, is why you never give up.
Yep.
That is why you never give up.
Coach Welch is arguing he was across the line.
He wasn't.
He wasn't.
He clearly wasn't.
He was not.
You don't happen to have that on replay, do you?
No, I didn't get it on replay. But
what is this kid doing?
It's one of 3 things. It's either an incomplete pass.
The only thing that I thought was in question of is our kid that recovered it may have had his foot out of bounds.
Right.
Then it would have been their ball. Correct.
And
what a play by Cooks.
I mean,
that one went from
first just up and down, good rush. Looked like might get him. Oh, he's escaped. He looks downfield. He has a man. It catches it about the 7-yard line. It's a touchdown, and they're tying the game. Whoa!
Yep.
It's a fumble. Did we recover it? Did we not?
We did. We definitely recovered it.
Finally, all those questions answered, and I just heard after about 45 seconds the Rusk announcer, PA announcer, dejectedly, it's a fumble after the catch. Rough Rider ball.
Well, the Colonel, I saw the official make the call.
Yep. The official on this side was making the call.
Yeah.
He was doing this.
Yep.
And victory formation.
There we go.
After quite a ball game. I'm going to hand the camera duties over to you guys and get ready to go down for the Aurora Concepts postgame show. We will talk to our player of the game. I'll call you to find out who that is.
I mean, that's got to be Cooks.
Decaden Cooks. I'm voting Decaden Cooks.
I mean, we had many great plays, but it's got to be Cooks.
He did great work on the perimeter. He was good with the football when he had it. He protected the football and then made a huge play here at the end. And he had the pick earlier.
Yeah. So he stopped 2.
Yep.
Wow.
And I would, if we could get under center, okay, good.
Yeah. Wow. What a game.
Congratulations to the Rough Riders for qualifying for the playoffs. We had a great game here tonight. We appreciate everyone coming.
I mean, I'm just kind of stunned silence from that. I mean, Decaden Cooks, just snatched. Well, it wouldn't defeat because it would have tied up.
Yeah.
But we snatched, tied up.
And, we still, and we talked about it down here, we still had they scored.
Yeah.
They didn't. Our kid didn't give up. He made a play to strip the ball. He did a great job. Had they scored, they still had to make the 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
Because they have not even shown the ability to kick anything.
Oh, my.
They don't even kick off.
No. Well, that was an exciting game.
It was. Kind of saw it coming, but.
Yep. Well, and Rusk, again, as usual, played very hard and
Played very hard. They played to win.
They did. All right, folks, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, it'll be the Aurora Concepts postgame show live here on NETSN.
You're watching Game 5 of the district season. The Rusk Eagles take on the Center Rough Riders, live from Rusk Eagle Stadium. The game is over, so now the clinic, who provides players with physicals and with vaccinations, is ready to bring you the postgame show. The Aurora Concepts postgame show features something to smile about from Wyndham Family Dental, the Diamond B Cafe Pancake Blocker of the Night, and the Center Motor Company Player of the Game. So now we'll look back at the game. Tomorrow, let Aurora Concepts take care of you.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's the Aurora Concepts postgame show live here on NETSN. Rough Riders come away with a 27-20 victory over the Rusk Eagles in a game that was just had a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah, it was different. It was a different game.
And wow, just what a play. I mean, what plays by everybody. But Decaden Cooks comes up. And speaking of Decaden Cooks, I think we decided that he is going to be our Center Motor Company Player of the Game.
Outstanding athlete, outstanding football player, and even more important, outstanding young man.
Yeah, very good. So that's that. Now we're going to do something to smile about, brought to you by Wyndham Family Dental. All right, something to smile about by Wyndham Family Dental. We won a game without popping a pepper,
we did.
Which was probably the problem.
Had to overcome it.
We did overcome it. We congratulate ourselves and pat ourselves on the back for being able to win the football game without popping a pepper.
I think something to smile about, Counselor, is the young men in purple and white bowing their neck and standing their ground tonight.
And not playing particularly well, but
putting themselves in bad situations.
But then doing what was necessary to win.
But playing through it.
All right, that's our Wyndham Family Dental. Something to smile about. We'll hear from Wyndham Family Dental. We'll come back. We'll start trying to track down Chris Wallington and see if he's lined up any of the folks that we talked to. We'll be right back.
At Wyndham Family Dental, it's always about family. Their family welcomes you. Their family takes care of you. At Wyndham Family Dental, it comes down to this.
If you have something to smile about, smile.
At Aurora Concepts, our team of doctors and advanced practice providers are highly trained and qualified in family medicine. We strive to provide our patients guidance towards the healthiest lifestyle possible. We offer a full spectrum of family medicine, including scheduled appointment, mobile vaccine units, sports physicals, and walk-in visits with no appointment. We accept all major insurances, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we also have the most competitive self-pay rates in the area. For highly trained expert care in East Texas, choose Aurora Concepts. Let us take care of you.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's the Aurora Concepts postgame show. Time for our JBA Financial Coach Talk. Take it away, Chris Wallace.
Coach, that game had a little of everything, didn't it?
Yeah. If you can come out and start off a game as bad as we did and fight back, be behind at the half when we were, again, this red zone stuff, kicking ourselves in the tail with stupid penalties and procedural stuff, and that's something we'll continue to work on. But the biggest thing that matters is we came out and got the win. I told the kids just now when I brought them up, I've never been more proud of them. They had every opportunity in that game. Some of the calls weren't going our way. they're getting big plays. That muff punt at the end, our defense comes up with a freaking turnover and a stop. I mean, that's huge. Never give up. And that's just that put that ball down mentality. And, they get bend and never break. I love them.
It feels like the lowest point of the season was tonight, and the highest point of the season was tonight.
And so that's what we told our guys. We told them all week, like, hey, this is their last game. If they don't win, it's their last game. They're about to give you everything they had, and they did. They had our number. We got some stuff to fix, protection-wise, and got some stuff to fix to kind of take care of that blitz. They were committed to this all-out cover zero blitz most of the night. We still were able to run the ball, and we knew if we kept with it, we just were patient. That Blues was going to break loose for one. Easton started breaking loose for some big ones that connected on pass. I told Easton today that might have been the best game I've ever seen him play at quarterback. And even if he'd lost, he was out there. He was a captain on the field. He was picking his guys up, and he wouldn't let them get down. The locker room at halftime, I was half expecting to walk in and just a horrible experience. But I walked in there, and guys like Cody, like Easton, Bracaden, a lot of our senior guys, leadership guys, Blueford, a lot of those guys were in there. Grant Gregory, just picking guys up. So, hey, we messed up the first half. That's why God made two halves in football. And
I've seen that movie. That's good.
And so, I mean, I could not be more proud of these guys. It was one of those things where they had every opportunity to give up, and they just refused to.
Thank you, Coach. That's pretty awesome. We're going to try to find number 2, wherever he is. But that's Coach Talk. It's brought to you all season by JBA Financial. John Black, he knows a thing or two about leadership. He was the Rough Rider coach himself. Here's one of the leaders right here. We're going to talk to the Center Motor Company player of the game. The camera's over there. And heck of a game.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I talked to you in the pregame show, and you said one of the highlights of your career was round 2 your sophomore year. Might this be one of those highlights?
Yes, sir.
I guess. Talk me through that last play.
It was a busted coverage. So I just seen the quarterback flip his hips. I ran backwards. He caught the ball. Even though I was out of energy, I was like, at least don't let him score. So I knocked the ball out.
And where were you? The odds of you getting to that ball, very low, but you did it anyway. Where was the ball? Like, people can see this on video. I'm the ball carrier. Where's the ball? Okay, you're in front of him, and you just reached over? Bam. That's unbelievable. It's the play of the season, and well done. Enjoy it tonight. That's Braden Cut. That's Cook's the player of the game, Center Motor Company. I have a cheerleader here too, so don't go away.
All right, so Wallington is chasing the cheerleader down.
So you're one of you juniors. Oh, there she is. Okay. From a cheerleader standpoint, does it get any better?
Oh, this was the best game. Well, yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. And the fans, I didn't hear them much early on, but then.
But later the game, they were on their feet.
This has got to be one you kind of remember.
For sure.
Okay. Hey, I have a favor to ask. Okay. I think it's right. Yeah. As we go to break, would you read that for me?
I will. The girls want to say thank you to Gaddy's Medical Equipment on Hurst Street for bringing you updates about cheerleaders all season long. When you need help getting better, you trust Gaddy.
Boom. Send it back up to you guys.
All right. We'll be right back.
When you think Center Motor Company, Billy Don, what do you think?
Trucks, and more trucks.
They have pre-owned vehicles.
Yep, and a lot of them's are trucks from all brands, makes, and models. But the Ford trucks, man, they got a fleet of them.
Yes, they do.
Come on down to the corner of Hutcherson and Hurst, Center Motor.
JBA Financial Services brings you Coach Talk, and there's a reason for that. John Black knows that when you're preparing for an important game, you need a plan, and they'd like to be a part of the details, the X's and O's of that plan. He's put together a good team, a coaching staff that would help you and your family get where they want to go. At JBA Financial Services, they're working to secure your family's future.
Father, For lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American cheeseburgers.
I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger. That's what I need. Ice cream.
Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they can all get something good. Dairy Queen.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's the Aurora Concepts post-game show. I still got Chris Wallington in the mobile. He's getting close, but I guess let's play season versus.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank our year-long Rough Rider sponsors, Ace Hardware of East Texas, Center Tire, Covington Lumber Company, and also to our post-game sponsors, Aurora Concepts, Center Motor Company, JBA Financial, and, of course, Gaddy's Medical Supply, which is the official provider of raised toilet seats for the Rough Rider radio team. But let's do season versus. This is going to be a tough one, Wallington.
I know it because of all the times we do this, I would have figured, we would have come back saying, oh, maybe they could take one from us. But, man, they played well. A style of play that we weren't used to, and I don't think many people are anymore, and they did it well. What would you say?
Well, that's another plum crazy kind of event. If they truly, went from some kind of spread concept to this, even though the Colonel said that maybe they tightened it down, but
yeah,
I thought that Rusk ran that stuff, but the veer offense is. That's something that normally it takes. You start running that when you're in Pee-wee football to make sure you get good at it.
That was surprising. And when he told me that pregame, I didn't talk to him until this morning, and he said that, and I thought that doesn't sound right. I am dubious, and then they proved it.
They did it.
6-4, 7-3. We didn't play well today. And I'm gathering they played very well.
Right. Well, part of it was we get slow starts, and you give a team confidence and all that. But man, I don't know. I'm surprised this Rusk team didn't defeat. It's not sitting in the 4th spot. Yeah. I guess I should say.
Yeah, and all 3 of the little brothers in our district, Bullard, Brownsboro, and Rusk, impressed me. They aren't the pushovers that. A lot of times people ranked down there were. And I don't know if that's a reflection on us or on them or what. But
I'm going to say 6-4. Because I think, we don't know what's happens here, right? If they score, if Cooks does not knock the ball out and they score a touchdown, then they have to go for the 2-point conversion. But there's still going to be a minute something left. I believe there was over a minute left on the clock at that point.
Yeah, it was nip and tuck. It was scary. Well, there you go. Here's the Batters season final scoreboard. Final from yesterday, Garrison beats Joaquin, but today St. Augustine and Timpson are still in the middle of it. Third quarter, it's still 19-6. That was the score at halftime.
We should get Larry
Pierce.
See if Larry Pierce gave us an update.
Larry texted me earlier. I think he texted me something that's more 27-13 Timpson. That was at the third quarter. So that's a more up-to-date score. This is coming from the Blimp. But in District 7, things are finished. Pleasant Grove beats Van.
Right, they spanked them,
to death, 56-14. Pittsburgh, our boy that moved from center there, Hofstetter, spanked Spring Hill 52-7. And Carthage beats Brownsboro 56-8. We were about the only game in either district that was worth watching. And Shelbyville takes care of Hemphill. So I think everything is set. We will play Van. I'm not sure where. I'm not sure when.
Likely Jacksonville.
Is that right? That's correct.
Likely Jacksonville.
Jacksonville is a great place to do a game.
Yep.
And that is the Batters' final scoreboard. When we come back, we'll close the Aurora Concepts postgame.
Nobody wants to be sick, but at least at Aurora Concepts, being sick is easy. From their spacious waiting room to their experienced and friendly staff, they care about you. They listen to you. They're here for you.
From start to finish, that's the experience at Aurora. Tammy Steptoe is where realty becomes reality. How do you know? Every time there has been a reader's favorite contest in the Light and Champion, they've won it. Whether it's your modest home you're looking for, or maybe a slightly less modest home, or your dream home, Tammy Steptoe has it. Or maybe it's a lakeside getaway or property to start all over. You need to trust the ladies at Tammy Steptoe Realty in Center.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
Everybody, welcome back. It's time for our extra point segment. And I guess we'll go to me for my quick thought.
Yeah, Counselor, what final thoughts?
I mean, we still start out slow, come out slow, and it comes back to haunt us. When we play good teams, they get a lead on us that we can't overcome, and then we play a team like this who's very game and going to play us hard, and we just can't afford to do that. I don't know what coach can do in the playoffs. Maybe if they don't come out fast, maybe he should run Oklahoma drills with Atkinson with the offensive line. I don't know what we got to do. We got it. It's just we got so much talent. We just got to come out and play hard and fast and aggressive from the beginning.
Yeah, maybe next week. It was not the statement game that we asked for in the pregame.
But it was a win.
But it was a win just the same, and an exciting one. And they're all pumped up about it because they played heroically in the last 2 minutes. Looking ahead to round one against Van, likely in Jacksonville, probably on Friday, and that's about all we know. So there you go, everybody. That does it. For the Aurora Concepts postgame show, we'd like to thank our pregame and halftime guests, Coach Brown, seniors DeCaden Cooks and Cody Atkinson, as well as our junior cheerleaders. And then we also congratulate our Center Motor Company player of the game, DeCaden Cooks. Tonight, final score, Center 27, Rusk 20. The Riders, 5-5 on the season, 3-2 in district play. We thank the Pizzeria for the Nick Brown Show, brought to you by Sabine Steak. I think we're changing it to Monday night because basketball season's going and coaches have things to do on Tuesday. So hope to see you on Monday night. Be sure to tune in for that right here at the same YouTube station. And now, for me, the cameraman, Chris Wallington, for Captain Matney and the Bowls Feed Blimp, for the Colonel Matt Gregory, doing an excellent job, and for the Counselor, Stephen Shires, I'm Chris Wallington. Stay between the hash marks, y'all. We thank you for watching the Aurora Concepts postgame show. We have a big thanks to our postgame sponsors, Dairy Queen, Wyndham Family Dental, Wiggins Family Farms, Center Motor Company, JBA Financial, and Tammy Steptoe Realty. And of course, Aurora Concepts, who says, let us take care of you. Stay tuned for the Batters Law Firm.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Pineywood Sports Network, an affiliate of NETSN. God bless America, God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you.